Alright. We're here.
We're up.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy!
Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. This is Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We're on session number 23, if you can believe that. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark.
Ow! Ow! Woo! You.
Alright, and these are our lovely players.
Lovely.
5 of our 6 lovely players. Crystal's not with us, which means Adra Moonwhisper is not here.
She's hiding.
Hiding. Not hiding.
So hiding.
Yeah, just unavailable today. So, we'll introduce our players. We'll start with James over there.
Hi, I'm James. I play Jet, your friendly local lunar sorcerer. Currently trying to figure out apparently why things happen. So let's go on. Magic.
Press your fingers.
Trying to find out why things happen. Aren't we all?
Well,
Alright, we'll go to Ben.
Hey, I'm Ben. I'm playing Kogan Usan, our dwarf paladin.
Hi, Ben.
Hey guys, nice meeting you here.
I forgot to do that to you.
Just trying to keep the group alive as we work our way through the wastes. Trying to figure out what the hell's in the city of lost names that everybody's running for.
It's honest living. Keeping us alive.
City of
I'm
Lost
getting
Names.
paid for it.
we are?
We're technically being paid by Callahan to do this.
Oh, God, I completely
10 gold
forgot.
pieces a week.
Well, some
Ooh,
of
that's
us
some
are.
fancy.
Since we left.
Not all of us. Some of us are.
That's some fancy
We got
living.
quite a bit waiting for us once we get back.
Yeah. We
That
pay
makes
by
us
the
red
week.
shirts. We have something to look forward to. That's so bad.
Okay, Lauren.
To cash out my pension.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I play Eliwick Waywocket, the forest gnome monk. This is Martha the Unboopable.
Hi, Lauren. Hi, Martha.
Hi.
Hi. Wow. Wait, Martha can talk this whole time? Anyway.
I have literally had speak with small beasts the entire time.
And we haven't heard Martha's voice yet.
That's true.
Opportunity.
That's all.
Alright. Evan.
Hello, I'm Evan. I play Blanche, Minotaur, Paladin, retired sailor.
Paladin.
Paladin.
Fighter.
At my most recent level, no, still fighter.
I was like,
I don't know why. I don't know why my brain went there. But yeah,
Oh, hi, Evan.
looking for treasure.
Looking for treasure.
Treasure.
Slowly build their way towards
I
the
want
paladin
magical trinkets. That's all I want.
Alright, Jess.
party. We're heading there now.
I'm Jess. I play Jezebel Rockette. You're extra dingy, extra awkward teenage druid, just trying to figure stuff out and look for drugs. I mean herbs.
A different kind of treasure.
All the
Different kind of
treasure of imagination and trips.
That's
It
right.
might screw up your imagination.
It fuels it, as grandmother says.
So we'll do our recap from last session, but just
Doodaloo, doodaloo.
to talk about the overarching storyline. So Dragonlance takes place in the world of Kryn. It's a little different from a lot of the other worlds that are common to D&D 5e, but there have been no dragons for a long, long time, hundreds of years. And the gods of the world had not been present, but our own paladin Kogan has made a connection with the god Reorx, and so that's an unusual thing. In fact, no one has ever seen it unless they've been alive for over 300 years. A rise in what could only be considered an evil power, the Red Dragon Army, forced everybody away from their homes. We started in the town of Vogler. All right, James.
I caught it, then it got away. Sorry.
We started in the town of Vogler, which was overrun by the Dragon Army. We had to escape along with a lot of the townsfolk. We ended up in the city of Calaman, and we began helping their military deal with, or not really deal with, so much as discover the threat of the Dragon Army. And then a whole new, well, I shouldn't say new, ancient evil force, Lord Soth, the Death Knight, came from his lair and stole a powerful magic that was hidden beneath Calaman and took off into the northern wastes. And we discovered that the Dragon Army was pursuing him or helping him. We don't know what is going on, but the Dragon Army is interested in that area. When we, along with our friend Darrett and his contingent of Calaman soldiers, are in the northern wastes trying to discover what, in the name of whatever god you want to name, is going on.
Do not forget the important gnome that is the tinkerer of all things.
Sure, well, there's a gnome that's along. Tania Rookeldust, she invented the Fargab, among the many other things. And she's along with the Calaman soldiers. Yeah, so the Northern Wastes, pretty sucky place to be. Really destroyed by the cataclysm.
I just love the honesty.
Yeah, it's really not great. Anyway, what happened last time? What did we do last time?
Well, last time,
Last time on Dragonlance.
We figured out where to send Darrett's portion of the army.
know the location of the Steel Lost Names.
Yes, we've got that. So the contingent of Calaman soldiers is heading with Darrett over to kind of meet us up at that location eventually, since they travel slower than we do. In the meantime, we are traveling with Dalamar, thank you.
Dalamar.
The elf inquisitive scholar
Mage.
who,
Yeah.
Nerd.
yeah,
Arrogant.
Nerd.
after helping us discover said assumed location of the City of Lost Names, was like, hey guys, there's a thing over there, and it might be fascinating, and magical, and powerful.
Instantly piques Jet's curiosity.
Thus we trek to the Northern Wastes. There may or may not have been a small incident
Crystal is watching.
with a dragon elf.
I believe.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah.
3 dragon elves, in fact.
I said small incident.
Did you
Then
say
we found out more monk shenaniganry with rope ladders and grappling hooks.
Well, we didn't really find that out. We already knew about the shenanigans with grappling hooks and rope ladders.
Yeah, but now it's dealing with flying creatures.
Even the sky's not safe now, guys.
Yeah.
Would you say you scaled it?
What?
It was a
And now our monk
scale.
also has a big
scale.
ego. Fell a lot of
Dragon
feet
or
down and
hammer.
took no damage.
So, did we cover the where we're headed?
Oh, also, one other thing to remember.
What's the face of
Our
the road?
hunter friend, we sent him with the army so that way he could go back home. Because he really wanted home.
He's out of the picture now.
So now we just have the elf priestess and
The sea elf, yes.
Del.
arrogant elf.
Yes.
Del.
Which
Sure.
we are helping locate what
Jet
it
knows
says.
his name, it's just
We're helping him locate what he says is a powerful magical something.
That's the only reason that Jet wants to go.
So we're kind of moving towards one of our
It's the-
objectives,
it's
and
the
if
jet
we
glitter.
end up
And
shooting
it's
through
cramped,
Jet bait.
so it
past it, and we'll just end up going
Yeah,
to
that's how the
the
hotel one went.
captives of the seals.
Okay. Very good. So, when we left off, we had just gotten done with this
Pretty
Dramatic.
small Dragonelle incident.
well, yeah, there was an incident with some Dragonelles and some Dragonelle riders. And
Very small, very insignificant.
It was dramatic, but everyone's fine. So, let's, for the sake of simplicity, we'll say that we completed whatever travel we were going to complete that day. We did our rest, and we're on to the next day. Okay.
Oh yeah. Everybody heal.
He says you can't heal anything with power of sleep.
Okay.
It's clearly the most powerful thing. Good night's rest.
Can somebody roll me a d10?
I would. Oh, someone else.
3.
All right.
Next. Sorry.
I
And
did it last time.
someone else roll me a d20.
Oh, I reached out.
5.
Sure. Okay. So we get to the afternoon of this day, and you're kind of, as you go, you're consulting the map that you have, and you're kind of looking at where you think the camp is, and you're looking at the direction you're heading.
Kind of getting to the point where it's probably not worth it to go much further. We're gonna start moving away from the camp.
So, yeah, I mean, you think that there's a similar distance between the camp and where you would run into coastline if you continued to head north.
All right. So,
So-
that puts us pretty much east
So you
of the camp.
what's that?
That puts us pretty much east of the
Basically,
camp.
And so you still don't know how much further you have to go north. It could be close, or it could be.
Several more days.
I mean, well, you think that if you were to stay on this path that you're on now, by the end of the next day, you would reach the coast. Like you would reach, you couldn't really keep heading directly north without running into coast. Basically.
Well, unless Dalamar can promise us that we'll come across this thing by the end of today's travel, I don't think it's worth going any further.
I mean, what's an extra day?
More travel to get to the camp puts us further out of the way for everything else. Because from this point forward, we are now moving further away from the camp.
Well, we've come this far. It'd be a shame to. I mean, we could have gotten to the camp today if we had just headed straight there, so
Yes.
we'd be saving our. Well, maybe this is the sunk cost fallacy, but
Well, what I'm saying is, so far we have been traveling that's been reducing the distance we need to get to the camp. Any further, and we'll start increasing that distance. So this is probably a pretty good point to cut our losses. We don't think it's coming up any time soon. Dalmar, you can't give us any assurances that it's going to be coming up in the next few hours of travel?
I mean, I don't know. I know that it's in this direction, but if it were that we went to the coastline from here, if in fact we had to go that far, it would take us until tomorrow evening, whereas we would have a similar situation if we were to go to the camp. So in either situation, we should hopefully find what we're looking for by tomorrow evening.
On board.
Of course you're for it. What about the rest of the group?
I'm with Jet.
I'm sorry, Hogan. It's we've come, this far. It's,
Is there any concern for the, not to play devil's advocate here, but is there any concern for how much time it's taking us to get to the captive elves?
Because if this takes us all the way to the coast, it's adding another 2 days of travel to our whole trip.
well, there's no reward for them.
No, but it could be some useful info in the camp. If we
Wouldn't
can
say
get
that
it.
too loudly with the
Well,
priestess here.
The camp
But
is
some-
going to be where the camp is, no matter what.
Well, Gallimar pipes up. Perhaps there will be something of use to you when we find this location that you could use in your endeavors at this camp.
That was my thought this whole time.
I would very much hope so, since the group has made it known that the majority want to go after this magic source. I guess.
By chance, well, I've been out of sorts within the past few days. Did we come across anything by chance of magical value?
No. I mean, other than
Have you seen my new cloak, Jet? It's a
that's
fine
spiffy.
elven make,
Well,
seems like.
I've got a dancing
It fits
blade.
perfectly.
I think you knew that.
Maybe.
I mentioned to this last session before we started. I love it. I don't care.
Gonna Fezzik style pull out this.
That is almost the size of you. What is
Not
that?
double. And just like plop it in your hand.
What are you pulling
Oh, the
out?
robe.
It's pretty obvious that these are typically the type it's pretty obvious that these are typically the type of robes worn by wizards of the White Order.
You just
Probably
need a
not something
pointy
you
hat.
just want to have on
I just
hand.
put it away.
Why don't you try it on? It'd be so pretty.
No.
Are there consequences for that that I'm unaware of?
I
There
have
is
money that I gave
A
everybody else.
few orders of the same thing that I am attempting to get into.
Is that one of them?
That's one of them. Yes, they're Kogan.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Delightful.
Well,
They're
White
made.
ones are like the good kind of.
Kogan is more like you than he is.
Well, okay, I get. In my brain, I'm thinking the paladin of a deity
I mean-
and all that stuff. That's what my brain just instantly went with.
I
I don't know
started out
his
as lawful
alignment,
good.
so I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm marked
mean,
as lawful good, but I'm a vengeance paladin, so I guess maybe it's probably a little more in question now.
Yeah, and I'm a monk.
I mean, I'm not saying that you guys, because again,
Yeah.
alignment is whatever. I'm not saying.
No, no,
I would say that that you're.
I'm just not with that part of the order. I
No.
know where I kind of align more towards.
You're neutral,
And it's.
they're
We're a
good.
very neutral party, like, overall.
on average, yes.
I'm gonna say this. At least you guys didn't run into the ones of the black.
Oh, we didn't run into them, they attacked us as wraiths.
They were already dead.
Real ugly teeth.
Yeah.
Great.
But check out this cloak.
And, the,
Blonde pose.
Bling.
and you said that those robes were not magical, correct?
They're just undead things.
That was what I
You know they're not.
gathered.
Yeah, I would personally.
You don't even need to detect magic
Yeah.
or anything.
They
you just
didn't
know.
give me a funny feeling.
Okay.
Well,
No
I'll
teeth.
just,
We can be-
in case if
walking along as
by
we do this
chance we run into a
conversation,
living white mage, we can hand it.
It's a
to-
disguise.
we'll be walking towards the magic source as we have this
All right.
conversation, since the group has voted to
Not all of us are getting paid by the city.
Yeah.
Now, whose fault was that?
You guys have, I mean, you guys have a lot. I mean, I don't know if people have been writing stuff down, but you guys have.
We have
A lot of
made a
money.
good profit on this trip.
Yeah. We've gotten several magical artifacts that are probably worth a fair bit. We've gotten gold from several. We've gotten like gems
got a
and
bunch
gold
of
from
gems.
various places we've
So
been to,
we found
and we're
cloak,
getting paid the whole time.
A
Or
robe.
some of us are getting paid the whole time.
your dancing blade.
Dancing blade.
Was there anything else?
I already gave you guys money, right?
Was there a wand by chance?
Wand.
A what?
A wand?
A wand? Is it like Cupid?
I did not mark down a wand.
War mage.
Maybe no one has it.
Apparently not.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm
What's a
gonna
blue
laugh. You're the
thunder?
one.
Huh?
What's a blue thunder?
Plant.
That's the
That's
plan.
that's for.
Drugs. Right.
Drugs.
I'm guessing nobody picked it up.
Wait.
It was identified in one of the
Dalinar,
sections.
you wouldn't be wanting a toothpick, would you? Oh, yes.
I think I did.
You just
You
assumed
picked
it
up-
was.
Pull it out of her bag.
just
Wait,
a
you got
big
it?
bug.
I jotted it down as work. I gave a code. Cause I'm like, I'll remember.
I was about to start like mad flipping through my notes.
Come in. Because I was like, wait, I've got the longsword still from the crypt. No, my
Yeah,
granny
you
has
gave
that.
it. Yeah, it was grandma's new garden
How
home.
many sessions ago was that?
A few.
So
What's your definition?
So yeah, I dig it out of,
There was one that James was
oh
gone.
shit.
yeah,
Oh no.
Yes.
I wrote it as an acronym.
if I remember during the session that I watched, it was the last session that I missed out on. It was identified as a wand of the war mage +1. So
Sounds about right.
my
That.
attack rolls with spells get a +1.
Oh, that's
That.
nice.
But yeah, so I dig through my bag and wave this like, you mean the stick?
Yes.
I was gonna give it to Granny.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I
Just
guess-
the thieves and hold up
I
a blue
guess-
rhino. Which is obviously a mineral.
Oh, okay.
You can't have that though. Put it back
I
in her
didn't
bag.
think so, but I mean, if you were going to give this to your grandmother, I mean.
Just give her something else. She'll be fine. She loves gifts.
Okay.
You'll probably be
Forgot,
better.
Do you have to attune to that by chance or no?
What'd you say?
Do you have to attune to that, do you know, by chance or no?
Let me find it again.
I have a health potion too. I just remember looking at this better. Haha, pop rocks. That's what I
Yes,
called it.
you do.
Okay. So when
That's
we
the weird
actually stop
The
for
fun
the
stuff.
Do you want a brownie?
No thanks.
How long has that
Better
been in
enough
there?
you
Because
run.
you have been baking on the way out here.
Okay.
Still got some old rations.
So we're continuing on our path.
Yes.
The group has voted. We're going to the magic source.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell us that we're wrong.
Doesn't mean we'll
I
listen.
mean, yeah, I've been thoroughly outvoted here.
Come on, Kogon, it'll be fun.
What?
It's just me and the
what's-
sea elf that probably want, the priest who probably wants to head to the camp at this point.
Yes, and we've got a very grumpy 2 elves that want to go with these directions.
Listen, we can go down the way back.
Excuse me.
I said,
I'm not an elf.
yeah, we're going.
I'm a human.
You're just weird looking.
She's talking about our
You
NPCs.
said 2 elves.
Yes.
So 1.
See elves?
You're an elf?
No, I'm a human.
Why are you counting yourself among
I'm
the elves
sorry.
then?
You wanted to be special.
100% thought you meant me.
No. I
We're
said
referring
that
to
they
the
wanted to go
NPCs.
that
You
way.
have
and that way.
Dalmar and you have Yurkul.
Yeah.
So,
Yurkul is the
The sea
priestess.
elf priestess.
You thought I said Urkel.
2 other elves. partners.
I keep
Alright,
thinking,
let's.
like, Yurkul has a brother named Michael.
And a cousin named Thurkul.
Yeah.
He's the black sheep of the family. Watch out for that one.
So, yeah, you as long as that's what we've all agreed to do, then we continue on our way and we get to the evening. And Dalmar kind of, as you guys are setting up and doing your camp and everything, he kind of, he takes a little time to see if he can get a better sense And so about the time that everybody's getting ready to go to sleep, he says, I can't be certain, but I think we have a good chance of reaching where we want to be tomorrow.
I will also take this time to attune to before I
Sure.
go to sleep.
Okay. Anybody got anything else they want to do?
I'm just noting that I did in fact write down that we had a wand, and all I said was that it looks nice.
There you go.
That's all.
Well, that's like I wrote, really nice cloak, and then eventually wrote, give it to them.
So, yeah. For
War stick.
simplicity's sake, the night goes by fine. We start on our journey again in the morning, unless somebody else has something they want to do. Then somebody can
just-
roll me a d10.
A few prayers to Rearic to speed our travels
3.
through these lands.
Okay. And somebody can roll me a d20.
Who's next?
7.
Okay.
Come on. somebody roll something fun like
Okay.
a 20.
So that so we get to late afternoon. Let me find where I'm at here. Okay. Yeah, so we get to like kind of right before, typical dinner time sort of a thing. And there is, we're now kind of near the coast or basically on the coast, and there's like this little inlet, and it's not, it's kind of foggy, down at the base of it, and it's not dense fog, it's sort of, it's pretty light, and like, Blanche, you've sailed and done lots of those kinds of things
Sorry.
around the sea, so this is like, it's unusual for this time of day to see something like that. You've seen these sorts of fogs before, but it's
Yeah, it's a
usually
morning mist.
it's usually in the
That's
morning, or it's
different.
usually like it'll roll in during the night. This is there's still daylight. It's unusual for it to converge in any area. So
Seems rather ominous.
It's
Yeah.
correct.
but it's also not like thick, dense fog. It's just it's light.
Does it seem to be kind of centered around a specific point? Or does it just seem to be along the whole coastline there?
No, it's you've got this cove, and it's mostly just over in the area of where this cove is, and you're just like, you can see it, and you're gonna have to like kind of navigate your way down towards the beach, so to speak, of this cove.
Is this in the area of the cliffs that drink?
Let me see.
I'm just looking at our map here.
Yeah.
Assuming that's kind of what we are.
Yeah, you are. They are more east of where you are.
Oh, so in that cove, that's north of that?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Okay. So, I mean, you guys can head down, because I mean, up here, like you know that you're looking for. Well, you don't know what you're looking for, but like everything up here on like the level that you're on is just wide open. If you kind of navigate your way down to the beach, there could be.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to take you into that foggy region, but there's nothing up here that's obviously.
We can head down
Sure,
real
it's
quick and take a look
the
since
most
we're here.
unusual thing we've seen so far.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for any weird shipwrecks or caves in the cliffside or something.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, as you're kind of going along, anybody that wants to, well, first of all, no one has higher than a 16 passive perception.
My passive is 16.
Passive
Okay.
is 16.
Why don't you guys, I mean, anybody that wants to can just roll a perception. Because it is a little,
A little creepy.
Nat 20.
14.
Nat 20. 421.
Hey, I got 21 as well, but I rolled a 15.
This is a perception.
now, I should say, yes, I should say that because of the fog, everybody is rolling this at disadvantage.
Ah,
Well, I
that's a nat 20.
Still 14.
Dang.
Because my good roll is a 20.
So
You want to
21.
roll that my way?
So we have a 21.
21 is, yeah, not my highest roll.
Did anyone
Very
beat a
close.
21?
No, I went very far down.
Alright.
Very far.
So yeah, Kogan, you are the first one as you guys are kind of navigating this beach area in this fog. You are the first one to notice that there appears to be basically a cave opening along this path, and it's really, aside from like, I mean, if you're thinking about everything that you've seen up to this point, the only thing that's, other than things being obscured by fog, there has been no structure, there has been no, like, anything that would indicate that
It's the most,
something could be out of your sight other than this cave. This is the first thing that you've seen that could be out of sight.
well, seeing that I don't really know what we're looking for, might as well check it out.
Okay.
Cave ahead, guys. So I think our first best bet.
Okay.
I just stubbed my toe. Oh,
Just patch under
that's
that.
what I'm
one
saying
foot for
happens.
healing.
Is it's Nat 20. I stubbed my toe.
Patch you on the
And
back,
there's,
a
I
little bit
mean,
of healing
this
comes
is
through.
a fairly substantial opening to this.
Does it look like a natural cave opening, or does this look like something that was
Yeah.
chiseled out?
No, this looks pretty natural. And just an observation that you're able to make is you don't think that just the location of this cave, you think this is far enough away from the beach that even with tides and stuff, it never floods. So, anyway.
Kogan probably would know that too with his like knowledge of slopes and geology.
Yeah.
I can tell from the rock that none of it has been weathered directly by seawater.
Okay, so why don't you guys just tell me, because again, we're dealing with fog, we're potentially dealing with some darkness. What is our approach to entering this cave?
Noticing that it is going to be dark in there, I will cast light on my walking stick, my staff.
Can I investigate the entrance of the cave for any like any other footprints or any other signs that something's been in and out of this place?
Before we deal with that, let's deal with how are we entering.
Do you want like marching order? How
Sort
we're
of.
entering? Okay.
I mean, I got dark vision, so I prefer to be in front of the light source, so it's not
I'll
blinding me.
bring up the rear.
I know the light is also not going to be that helpful for me if it's
And there's-
still misty, foggy
you-
here. I'm like,
I mean, this is wide enough that if you really wanted to, you could all just hold hands in a line and walk through the mouth. Like it's, I'm just asking if there is a organization to this, or if we're just like la 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 la.
I'm not singing that.
Okay.
Not a proper shit.
No, I was being Dalamara.
Oh.
Yeah,
But it'll be so much fun. Jezebel's actually gonna.
And
Kind of
Yurkel is waiting like outside the cave, and Dalamar,
Whole lot of
but he's interested in what is in here, so he's with you.
yeah, I'm
Stay in the middle there.
Delmar, do you have any sense? Is there anything particularly interesting about this cave?
sticking next to
I think
Dalmar
we have
for
a
this
good
one.
chance of finding something here.
Alright.
Jezebel's gonna be towards the front a little bit, not in front of Koga, because she's gonna clap her hand and kind of bounce her up and do her cantrip, produce flame. So that way I can see, and she's kind of bouncing it back.
What
and
are
forth
what
between
are the
hands.
rest of us doing?
But she'll be on, like, the
I
right
said,
side
I've
towards
casted
the
light on my staff. I'm going to walk with Dalamar in.
Okay.
Because me and him are both extremely interested to know what's in here.
If
yeah.
Are you towards the front?
I'll be towards the front.
So I'll be on the second, but on the right side, so kind of far away, kind of like looking at the walls and being like, "Ooh," making dingy,
Okay.
tossing little
And we're in.
chunks.
And you
The
want to take a
back,
quick
sort of.
second to look and see if you can tell
If
anything
there's-
about this?
Before we all go tromping through, I just want to do a quick inspection
Sure.
of the.
So roll your
Entrance.
investigate.
I should get a little close of her stuffed animal.
10.
That'd be
Okay.
fitting.
Yeah, you don't need like that big, that good of a investigate to be able to tell that there are like you're kind of noticing like there are definitely some weird like markings and grooves and stuff in the stone that don't you're like it would take something significant to cause and like right about that
Something
time
big
you
in
can
there.
hear this and this is a familiar sound and into your view into your
Goddamn
view
frog.
comes that thing again.
You again?
Oh man.
So let's roll initiatives.
No.
Just
Oh, son, I'm here to teach you a lesson.
oh, he thinks you're a snack.
You're really good again. You're gonna be my neutral.
Shit, man.
You're gonna learn that this bite-sized bites back.
Roll the
20.
The bite size that fights back.
The bite size that bites back. 15.
Till Mark tells
You
me
should
to roll
take-
disadvantage on mine.
Just take it as a compliment. He
The
thinks
bad
you're
is on a
cute
6.
snack.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord. Okay, what'd you
The
get?
bad they
15?
always get the worst.
Bounce, bounce,
can't
bounce, bounce,
disagree
bounce,
with
bounce,
that. I
bounce,
really
bounce.
can't.
Oh Lord.
Which
Goes
one
fast.
of you has the higher dexterity modifier?
I have a +1.
not me.
Yeah, no, you're.
I thought you were looking at me. That's no, it's not between you
Nope,
and me.
sorry, just Jet and Kogan. No, Jezebel and Kogan.
Okay.
15.
Bounce, bounce,
I
bounce, bounce,
got.
bounce, bounce, bounce. Here's the noise that goes faster.
12.
Beep. A heart is a heavy burden.
Wait, give me a second. I have to put on these white robes quick.
What'd you get?
10.
Wait, let me bless the staff. Make it a magic weapon.
Have one person cast a magic weapon on it, and then another person cast that one that deals like the extra 2d, like 6 or 2d8 holy damage. Just
I can do both, but only one at a time.
I know.
You want me special, but
We need a separate, we need
Hilarious.
another
That's why I
ballot.
said one person and one person. I didn't say.
I need to induct you into my religion, and then we can do it.
I'm sorry, I've already got a deity to worship.
What?
It better not just be gold.
No, I worship the Minotaur god whose name I always forget because it's like
my
a
first
letter off from another god. It's,
my brain went straight to magic and bogus. That's like
What number did the bands get? I apologize.
6.
bogus demands tribute.
This one, I mean, they all kind of, well, I don't know. You've seen 2 now. They look similar. This one, like the last
this
one, you guys probably had like frogs on the brain. This time, you're looking at it and you're like,
Is it like a catfish?
no, it's like a weird, almost
Rat.
wolf-like a little bit.
Wolf
You don't
rat.
This
know.
is the giant thing that
All
came
sharp,
through the
pointy
portal,
eagles.
right?
Yeah.
It has
Well,
the
almost.
exposed
It's
ribs.
Equally
And
I'm
giant.
glad
Bite.
Mimi's
Yeah.
not in the camping because that would
Okay.
be sad.
I mean,
Well,
like I
have to
said,
kill
the
you.
opening to
Sorry,
this
make sharp,
cavern
pointy
is
teeth
big.
Great.
Yeah. This
Why
thing-
did we just stuff our faces in the giant cavern?
You didn't even really get in there yet. You got to the entrance of it, and the thing was like,
Dinner.
Food came to me.
Cool. Jets first.
He thinks we're just a bunch of snacks.
Wait, I'm
Sorry.
first. This is new.
Are you wearing your brown
I swear,
pants?
this was the
Particular
magical
ranger
source.
is MIA at the moment, so.
oh boy.
Oh, that'd be a fun campaign.
We are going to go ahead and just test the waters out on this one. We are
Disneyland
going
world.
to cast,
The mascots are
because
your
I was
ones.
not in the fight with the other one, so I don't know how this goes. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Firebolt at it.
I think we tried that.
Did we?
I think specifically fire was specifically.
I guess I'm going to find out.
Alright.
I think it was a Dragon L.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Does
I don't know.
a
Thought
Fiery
Thought I
bolt.
tried
24 hit?
Yep.
2d10 worth
I
of
tried
fire
to stab it. It's like, cool
damage.
story, bro.
Mm-hmm.
13 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And that
Doesn't like it.
doesn't like it.
No, you hit it with fire, and it just is like. And this, by the way, this thing is huge.
You just got Don made.
If I had to describe the area it would take in 5x5 squares, it'd be about 9 of them.
I will describe me seeing that I hope. Who is it up closest to?
What do you mean? Who's up closest
Am
to?
I within its threatened square if I decided to back up like 5, 10?
I'm pretty sure you were not front line.
This is one of the reasons why I asked where you were
That's-
standing.
That's why
You're
I'm
not
right
the
next
Well, I don't know
to.
why you're asking me. You told me
Look,
where you
You
were.
were,
Yeah.
because
I was up front.
I
You
don't
said
know
you were
who
right behind
Froggy
me.
Yeah,
Boy came up
right
to. Not
behind.
Froggy Boy, Wolfie Boy came up to. Doesn't matter.
It's huge.
I
It's
am
in the
going to-
cavern, and you're not
I-
in the cavern.
Oh.
Actually, I do have.
Then I'm staying my ground.
brown pants.
I mean, it's not that far away from you.
So this is the not nice dude. That feels about right.
That me at the back.
Me up front. I don't know how far away I am from
I
this
was
thing.
more on the right.
I have it as a crescent moon.
Actually, I
About
should
the only
probably use
wizard one I
something
got.
flatter than that.
I'm
What
going
was,
to-
Vader, where
Did
you
you send
at?
that picture
Oh.
to us?
I'm
I did
going
at
to
one
go
point.
ahead.
I'll just put it up on my phone and we can fight that.
Yeah. Are you more towards the middle?
I'm next. I'm next to Elf.
That's a
Where
huge
we're gonna stay right
space.
there then.
Oh,
Oh.
that's nice. Yeah, that.
Shoot. Just a second.
Okay. I'm going to
You can
quicken spell invisibility on
put
myself.
Dalamar in there as a 7.
Use some out.
Yeah,
Can't
I
be
looked
seen
up
the
how my
brown
sword works
pants.
again.
So I'm now invisible too.
What?
I quicken spell
He booked
invisibility on
himself,
myself
you
just in
know?
case. I don't know how this fight goes.
He's out. He's like scared. Done.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for you?
No, I'm good.
Who's next?
Jezebel.
All right, Jezebel. Do it. Do it to it. What's the die out there for? Is that just nothing?
That's
me.
Colgan.
Okay.
Roughly where we're.
I couldn't be
Oh, I
bothered to go
rolled
get
a
my
7.
figure, so I just.
But I get
Die
a plus
down.
5.
It's a D12. We never use those.
So, upon seeing the light up and the angry guy, I don't want to get that much closer, really.
We're very spread out.
I think we would have clumped
She is. Can I just check it? Check. Wasn't planning on
it. That'll
that.
do.
How far away is it from me? Because I'd be second in. Is it within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. That's.
Yeah.
I just. It's humongous. It's ginormous, and I'm scared. So
That's an appropriate feeling to have.
I mean, I'm
That's why
gonna,
I'm like, "Oof."
I'm gonna chuck my little fireball at it. So, or I'm gonna try to. I mean, I already got it casted, so why not? Probably not. 12 hit it.
No.
They don't care. So there's a high pitched squeal and a bing, 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 bing.
It just goes
I miss. It's like, psh, and right in front of it.
coming out of his face.
Yeah.
It's like, ah.
Yeah.
Not my proudest moment.
Do you need to back up?
And no, she's gonna stay there.
You just, all right.
All right. Who's next?
Kogan.
Kogan.
I'm next. All right.
Yep.
Get it.
I'm gonna bless. I'm assuming our frontline people are gonna actually come to the front line
Yeah.
in time.
Definitely feel
How
like-
far
Well, I
back?
don't know.
What's
Like,
your
How far
definition
back
of in
are
time?
you from me?
I'm right here. That's me.
How? Yeah, I have no. Are you within 30 feet of me? Is my question.
I think so. You said, am I also within 30 feet of this creature?
you guys placed yourselves out there.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
roughly 30 feet, at least
Right.
30 feet. So
Right.
I'm gonna assume that we did not spread ourselves that far apart,
Well,
and
Is the creature right
The
in
only
front of
person I knew I
Kogan?
was next to
No,
for
the
sure
creature is
was
probably
the
like.
elf.
I mean, it had to emerge itself a little bit from the shadow of the
popped up like,
cavern,
hey, how you doing?
but like
Right,
it's
but
still
it's-
it's only like 20 feet away.
okay.
It's-
So that means I'd be 10 feet away from Kogan to
Alright.
still be
Yeah.
within
well,
hitting
if I
range.
need to, I'll step back
So
a little
yes.
bit to get the three of us in a bless.
okay.
So I'll burn a bless and
What's your range on bless?
30
30
feet.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm equidistant from you at the moment from the creature, which he just said is 20 feet away.
yeah, so you're in range.
Works for me.
So I'll do the bless, and then
And I think bless correct only works on attack rolls and,
And
saving
saving
throws.
throws.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
All right, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to toss out my dancing blade, yell the command word, and have it strike out against this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does bless affect that, or is? 'Cause
No.
It's not, okay. Didn't think it would.
I mean, he's
Oh, why don't you
commanding the.
But the
Attack.
weapon itself isn't blessed. I take it 12 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Sorts of man.
What that?
Just
The
breathing.
blade.
It's my sword.
Oh.
I'll do
Anything
the
else?
Same die, so it's the. I'll get within 5 feet of you because you just decided to not move away from the front lines, so that I can at least provide you some protection.
Freaking protected.
And
I kind of like heart. Like,
that's pretty much all I can do right now. Other than I guess draw out my hammer if there's time to do that.
Who's next?
I'm gonna do it now.
Now it's me.
I already had it, so I might as well just chuck it.
Okay.
I know. But free up my hand.
I'm going
Use concentration
to.
on that so I can cast something else. It's like, well, yeet. Oh, I missed. Hmm?
I'm gonna run up and smack it.
All right. Run up and smack it.
Do the thing.
I have a question.
Sure.
I have 55 feet of movement.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Can I,
Because
It is
um,
not
oh my god, what's the word?
You can try to flank it.
Yeah, with the sword.
I don't think the sword counts towards.
I don't really think there's a way to do that.
Okay,
It's
No.
just it's a big creature. It's blocking the entire cave.
well, I was more on whether or not the sword counted as a, but,
Not really.
okay. Well, regardless,
Not good shins.
I don't really want to be on the front of this. I'd rather be like on the side. if that's all.
You just wanna saddle up real close, how
Okay.
you doing?
Great. I'm gonna take 2 attacks with my staff.
You're blessed as well.
I sure am.
I don't know if that'll make a difference.
I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one.
Just the, no, you're naughty.
Not just wasn't feeling that one at the 5 seconds that I wiggled it around in my hands. Okay. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
Blow it on everyone. No, stop it.
Second attack. 29.
Nope. Yeah, it hits. Jeez Louise. Come on.
Don't scare me like
She's
that.
in rice.
It's time to
Here I hit
leave.
with a 4.
That's a
Okay.
different
You
AC
have to
for,
hit that exact number right there.
I want
otherwise
to
you miss
attempt
it.
a stunning
or it's a
strike,
different AC
please.
for magic, non-magic.
It has to make a
We brought
Constitution
back touch AC
saving
though.
throw.
Okay.
Come on, Sam.
It needs, I believe, a 14.
Yeah, you got a 14 on the die, and it's way tougher than that.
Okay, so fine, that's fine. The damage from the second staff attack is
I will have all the arcane spells on
math
Saturday, though. I got it.
13
I like the cards.
I don't
bludgeoning
think
damage, if that matters.
Big
Okay.
damage.
I think you just have it
Yep,
straight
yep.
as a arcane spell. But I do have the all the other bundles too, so.
Wizards and sorcerers have different spells. Doesn't the hurricane thing?
I'm gonna use my
Arcane.
bonus action to just punch it in the face.
It's like a brick.
Or, yeah, more like the ankle.
Its face is very high off the ground
Though
right
it's
now.
nice that some of them actually have the indicators for it.
Okay.
But otherwise, do have.
I've yet to hook up.
23.
Yeah, that
Okay.
hits.
Generation.
Punch attack with fist. Good job.
Generation X
Alright, 6 damage.
ones.
6 damage.
That's, I don't know what type of damage it is because I don't have it written down, sorry.
Couple
Bludgeoning, probably.
Probably
more
budget.
numbers, a couple.
Be weird if it was anything else.
Max likes the guy that.
You never know.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, who is next?
He just wanted to show people.
Blanche.
Blanche.
Alright,
You're before the kill.
yeah.
It probably might
Oh, wait, no, it's Dalamar. No, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
It's you, then
It's me,
Dalamar,
then
then the bats.
Dalamar. I knew he got one more than someone, and I thought it was.
Bads are literally always last. Because I never.
Blanche is sometimes
I mean,
after the bag
Oh.
gets
it's
out.
rare. I
That doesn't
just
count.
never roll high
Um,
on their initiative.
From
or
back
anything.
Do
here,
you want to replay Shadow of the Colossus?
if I have 30 feet of movement, do you think I can get up there?
Sure.
They remastered Shadow.
Alright,
Well,
so
they put it
I'll
on
run
PS5
right up.
and it's super pretty.
Probably can't get around to flank
My
Ellie
PS3
though.
is terrible.
I
No, my
don't.
PS3 is
Yeah,
pretty
this
shot,
is
so.
thing is taking up a little too much of the cave. Like,
Yeah. So I am also blessed. I will invoke my rune of resilience. Suddenly, like
You can pet her.
all of my armor like flickers, looks tougher, and attack number 1. Oh boy, 17
that hits.
for 9 points of damage. Stab. Second attack.
If there's a
Oh man, 15.
That hits.
Okay.
Ooh, we found
Punch
death rolls.
or staff.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Make it hurt.
All
Now you
right.
stay away from those wizards, you hear? That's me.
Okay.
Dalamar.
You can actually get
I thought it was
Dalamar's
the
turn.
enemy's turn.
I was just listening.
Or is it?
Sorry.
I thank you for bringing me to my most trusted servant.
I'm
Now
trying to keep
die.
my voice touched for
I thought we were friends.
Oh my god. Wouldn't that be the thing?
Dalamar
Who is this guy?
That is
chose
the
an
Dalamar
interesting
played by
time to
Galvin
turn with
Megan
the hammer.
today.
Looks very Dalamar-esque.
That's what I thought.
I'm thinking the mountain purple. I mean, not the right shade of blue teal, but still. Who watches The Watchmen? Dead hair.
Batman. Batman watches the
Batman's a nut if you break that down. Don't get me wrong, he's one of my favorite nuts, but
Batman series is the only person that has my favorite Marvel villain. Not Marvel, sorry, DC villain. Joker.
I was just gonna
Joker,
say.
100% Joker is my favorite DC.
Why am I not shocked by that?
I love the chaos of Batman.
that is voiced by Mark Hamill. That always makes me
Just
so
gonna say that.
happy. And actually, since he
Jack Nicholson's
retired
my
from it,
favorite.
it is, oh, what's his name? I love him.
Okay.
I went blank out.
Besides Heath Ledger.
No.
Yeah, you just see Dalamar, he starts chanting some words, and then and you see these like energy darts fly out, and they all pew, 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 like smash into
Magic
this
missile.
thing.
Jet does not have that spell, but he knows that spell.
Alright.
And yeah, the thing does not seem to love that at all. Let's just see.
Just notice my pattern. Cantrip, second level, fourth level. All of them have a damage dealing spell.
All right.
There you go.
And then he kind of like backs
There you
up
go.
a little bit. He's like,
He's like,
How much
you
is
guys
a
got
lucky?
this? And I'll toot it. He does the joke.
What? Not for some.
he's just
I
getting
just-
that. He's letting you guys be in main charge, but he's still there.
You guys can
There
do
we
the main
go.
attractions. I'm going to sit back here.
All right.
Not up for some hands-on field experience?
Bads.
Yeah.
If Dalamar is done.
Yeah. So that's gonna.
Gonna give Blanche a hug.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah,
Ellie
it's
a
gonna.
hug.
It's gonna
Oh.
like swipe at Blanche.
Alright.
Oops. Come on now. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take 17 piercing, and then you need to make a strength save.
Okay, I have my bless and my cloak. Will both add to that, which is good. Let's see.
That's a DC 18.
Oh, I didn't get an 18. I got higher than I thought, but
Okay.
yeah, 13.
So like when it hits you, you get like kind of thrown back about 20 feet.
Oh,
It doesn't knock you
Wait, wait.
down, but it
Um,
pushes you
Would
back.
you have been within 10 feet of me?
No, because you were 20 feet away from it.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Okay, yep, fair enough.
But
So move.
All right.
you get knocked back toward where Koyan is.
actually
welcome
see,
back.
You actually hear a disembodied voice
And it's
say,
gonna-
"That through Blanche."
Let's
It's
see.
huge. It's gonna now Ellie's there, so it's gonna swipe at Ellie.
It doesn't try to attack the sword.
He doesn't give a shit about the sword.
It's a weird glitter.
It's
hasn't hurt
also
it yet.
being
The
attacked by
sword
the
didn't
sword.
hit it.
Yeah, the sword.
Yes, it
The
did.
sword did basically nothing to it.
No.
You, on the
Oh.
other hand, got nat 20'd.
Oh! Ow!
Oh. Oh
Give out
no.
blood.
Your
I don't
rune doesn't
need
work
some
here, does it?
blood.
Because there's no.
No, it does. Okay, I need you to re-roll that with my reaction.
Is it
Runic
within
shield
range?
You can do that from that far away?
within 60 feet.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
damn.
shit.
Wow. Well, it's still a 26 to hit.
Okay, well,
Okay.
it still hits.
At least it's not a.
At least it's not a critical.
This is not a crit. Ow.
So you take 17 piercing damage,
The dice of doom are trying.
and it basically, I mean, what it essentially does, because the wall of the cavern is right there, is it just swats you into the wall of the cavern.
Okay.
Like
Do
a
I go any
ping pong
farther
ball.
back than I already am, or is it just?
But she takes the
It's
fall
just a
damage.
couple feet. I mean, you don't have a lot of room between you and the wall of the cavern, so
Okay.
it didn't have a lot of room to knock you back, so you don't take any damage from hitting the wall, but you do hit the wall because it's right there.
Okay, that's.
And you're like pretty confident that if the wall had not been there, you'd have been wee.
Also 20 feet away.
Yeah. All right. Now it's going to use its to try and grab you.
It's gonna give you
It's-
a hug.
Thinking you think it would be nice. Nom nom nom.
We want you close to the heart.
Does a 24 hit you?
Hit me, yes.
All right.
Is
So
it
you
not
take
like a save?
well, not against the damage. You're going to take
Okay.
23 piercing damage. And then you have to make a DC 18 strength save.
Strength.
Yep.
Plus the bless.
What is the DC?
18.
Right. So you get a 3 more
What do you mean?
on your plus.
Why?
So DC 18
Yeah,
strength.
I get a +5 to my strength.
Well, it doesn't matter then, I guess.
You have plus 5 to your strength.
Yes, sir, because I have proficiency in strength saving throws.
Really?
Monks
that a
get
monk
strength and dex, I think.
Wow.
So I have a +2 to my strength plus my proficiency bonus. That equals
Wow.
+5.
Okay.
I rolled a 13 on the die,
Okay.
and I rolled a 2 on the bless. So.
Yeah. Okay, so what you do is when it does that, it's trying to grapple you
Yes, sir.
with the thing, and it
It'll be the
just
first
you
time it's
manage
been
to
touched in a
whip
very long time.
yourself out of it so that it doesn't get a hold of you. But that hurt a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just cripple this
That
one quick.
is its moves. So whoever was first, Jet, is that right? Okay.
I am going to walk up, without anyone knowing, behind Blanche.
Make a stealth check.
Hiya! Oh wait, I have advantage on these things because of my cloak. Huzzah! $17.
Well, I don't notice.
Okay. And I tap you on your arm and I say, yeah,
Reaction!
Sorry. I used it all.
disadvantage attack roll.
Don't hurt
Yes? Hello?
Go fast. Cast haste on Blanche. So you have double movement speed, advantage on dexterity saving throws. Your AC goes up by 2.
Does it remind you of being young and
And
granny?
you also have an extra bonus attack, which can only be used for
Bonus, yeah.
It's an
I-
attack.
attack
pretty
pretty
much.
much in a
I'm
couple
familiar.
other
You
things.
feel like somebody gave you a whole bunch of Mountain Dew.
Jacked them
Blue
all out.
Thunder, you mean?
And I'm going to cast that as with my Quicken spell meta magic using only 1 point
Super haste.
of sorcery. And then I am going to cast for my actual spell this turn, Firebolt at the monster again, but since I am still invisible, it'll be at advantage.
What makes you uninvisible?
Attack.
Once I actually cast the spell.
You already cast a spell.
If I cast a spell that causes a saving throw or an attack roll, that is when I become visible.
Oh, okay.
When do you become invisible?
So 18 plus 9 is a
You did it
27
right
to
off the
hit.
bat.
So I will it for 15 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And that will be thine turn.
Okay. Who's next?
Me.
Jezebel.
Which, first thing she's gonna do is grab her water flask out of her bag and fling it to fling an ice snare.
Nice night.
Everyone's favorite spell.
Well, you know, before you kind of popped out of nowhere, she didn't.
I'm
She's
not
like,
there.
yeah, it'll be fine.
That's right, I'm not there.
Oh, there, Deck's fine. It'll be fine. 17 to hit.
Oh, hits.
Auntie's fine. Your friend though. Still up there.
I better remember what my D. Okay. Which you need to make that Deck saving throw because it'll get indicators. So 6 piercing damage and 14 to save on the Dex.
She had the look of
What's that? Oh, I missed this deck save. I think Ellie needs to make it too.
Yes, that's what I'm rolling, but I need to know what I need to make.
14?
Hold on. Is it
What-
14
what's-
damage or 14?
14
for
is the
dex?
save.
Okay.
Oh,
14 decks there, I think, right there.
And then what's the damage?
That'll be 17 cold damage.
Yep.
17 cold damage.
You didn't even need
Oh,
the
the
dice for that
glitter.
one. Barely. You barely did need it.
She jumps up and hoots. Because she
Okay.
nailed a hit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Same
Hey, your
time.
friend didn't get hurt this time.
woohoo!
She
Well,
didn't have to apologize.
So,
You were the
Any-
blast
anything-
range, you just
anything
said
else you're
die.
doing?
That's it.
okay.
Alright.
No,
When
she's
you
just
get a
sitting
plus
like,
8
yeah, I
upstairs.
Who
did
is
it.
who is next?
I believe it's me. So, I'm gonna utter my vow of enmity against this guy, curse him under my breath, and then charge him. So all my attacks from here on out are gonna get advantage.
Can you do that so that you flank? Maybe.
Is there room to flank? I mean, if you don't want my
The
move,
DM has said
That's fine.
I'll just go in the middle so that people can benefit from my protection if they want to be near me.
your sword definitely is in that lovely zone.
Well, I'm guessing a 12 does not
I can
hit.
only think of.
It is not.
Wait,
I
I'm
hear
blessed.
Daddy and I think of
Yep.
Mine Source of Dragonborn. That's all I can think of.
Guessing a 14 does not hit.
It does not hit.
Alright, so that was the first attack. I'll take a second.
It's what Jacques said.
Much better.
And then turn on his TV.
That's 3.
Yep. 18.
That hits.
Alright.
Good.
I'm gonna throw a
what
second
he
level Divine Smite into this. And is this an undead thing?
Yep.
Alright, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
An extra D8.
2, 3, 4 for the smite, and then 1 for the hammer. That's 7 bludgeoning.
Big smite.
16 radiant, so that's gonna be 23 total.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do because I used my bonus action to use my vow,
All right.
which means I can't use my sword.
Who's next?
Demi.
All right.
Would I still be within 10 feet of Kogan if I climbed on its back again?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna continue to stay there
All right.
and allow Kogan to help me, I guess.
Well, you're not within 10 feet of Kogan.
Am I not?
I mean, that thing is huge. If one person is in front of it and one person is on the side of it, like,
This is like 15 feet wide.
Right. I guess. I assumed
If you
that I
want to
was close
scoot
enough.
closer to me.
sword in my hand right now.
Well,
Go
I'm
for the
gonna attack it
kidneys.
first.
Okay.
So
Or what's left of its kidneys.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Great. Ten bludgeoning damage from the first hit.
Okay.
$28 to hit. 29. Yeah. On the second attack.
You hit it.
8 damage on that one.
Okay. It's gotten hit all over the place.
Yep.
It doesn't approve of any of it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's got
I'm gonna take-
sparkles. It's shiny and wet. Probably cold now.
All right.
How much would it take for me to move within 10 feet of Kogan?
Not a lot. I mean,
You just need to
a
scoot
little
over a little
bit.
bit.
I mean, it's just,
Yeah,
it's
stand
sort of
with
like
the
you're
sword.
just a little bit out of range of that.
Okay. I will scooch into range
All right.
of the 10 feet of Kogan.
Okay.
And I have taken patient.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. Blanche, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Super
Go fast.
fast.
Come on up, buddy.
As she goes charging
The
toward
white rhino.
Starts
The
moving
ludicrous
faster than she has in a while.
limping at incredible pace. She's gonna use Giant's Might
Oh
and get
no.
very large,
Yeah.
and then
Still kind of dwarfed by this thing.
yeah. All right.
Eye to eye.
No.
No,
No, I had to
This thing's huge.
chest maybe.
Okay.
he's merely large.
Attack
Really?
1. Yeah, that's gonna hit. I could do the addition for you, but it's already
A lot. A bunch.
over 20 on the dice.
All right.
That's gonna
Wait, did you
deal.
say 20 on the die?
No,
Oh,
it's
20.
above 20 on
Okay.
that is 13 points of damage.
With your land or your
With the
pole
pike,
arm.
yeah.
Yeah, you pike this thing and it's done.
All right.
It's dead.
Do I see any other creatures of ill intent in that cave?
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
What's your passive perception?
It is 14.
I mean, no. Like, now that this thing goes down, if you just take a second to, like, look around, yeah, you can kind of tell, like, this cavern isn't, like, that big. Well,
I could quickly
it's
stab it
big.
4 more times.
It's big enough
Sure.
to fit this thing, but it's not like there's no like tunnels leading off
Sure.
of it. It's just the space.
Well, you've got a minute of
You've
the
got, like,
speed, then you will
50
get
seconds.
real fatigued for a little bit.
Okay,
Alright. Well,
what are people doing?
I'm gonna use my wholeness of body to heal myself.
I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah,
And this is the location of which our friend here.
Delmar has already like he's zipping into the cave. He's already up there. He's
Yep, I'm-
looking around.
Fucking going with him.
So
Jezebel's
I sword
gonna
back.
clap her hands and some are little
okay.
nervous fireballs.
still-
It doesn't take
Still
that
fun.
long of searching around, and with detect magic pinging, you find this. It's kind of a.
fire.
It's like a rounded piece of broken black glass, and it emanates an aura of enchantment magic.
Ooh.
You can roll Arcana on it if you would like.
I would love to.
Delamar, you think this is what made that creature show
A
up
22.
here?
Did you just fall asleep mid-sentence?
Yeah, it was the haste
The haste
wearing
went
off.
off.
So yeah, you are looking at this thing, and you think that this is a piece of something called an orb of dragonkind.
Orb.
Green.
It was black, right?
It's obsidian.
Orb of
So,
dragon.
Jet, what do you think?
Yeah.
What is this thing?
So then, as you say that, Dalamar says that if this is truly a piece of an orb of dragonkind, they were created by powerful wizards at a time when the world, I think there was a sense of doom at the power of the dragons, and these orbs helped them to defeat the dragons. These things were located in the 5 towers of high sorcery the wizards occupied.
It's probably not something we'd want in the hands of the
These,
dragon.
if this were whole, this could be used to lure dragons and destroy them.
Oh, and because that's going to be super useful.
No, I mean this is this is only a piece, but these were tremendously powerful artifacts.
Is there anything we
Does it
could
do anything else?
Is there anything we could expect from a fragment of one of
No,
these?
this is not. This is not whole. It's not. This object was probably intentionally destroyed. This is but a fragment of it.
I'm wondering if I would be able to tell, like, how long ago it was possibly destroyed or fragmented. Is there a way? For me to
I mean,
do
you don't
that?
even need to check. It's been ages.
Okay. Not recently. Okay.
So the current dragon army did not do this.
No. This was done well before now.
Well,
For good reasons, but still.
I must say I'm a little disappointed. This is like finding I don't know, a sword that slays something that doesn't exist. When are we gonna see a dragon that would have anything to do with this?
Well, and Dalamar is,
it's like having half
I
a
very
Dragonlance.
much, I
Exactly.
very much am interested in keeping this. I mean, this is a tremendously rare discovery.
Mm-hmm. You are quite correct.
Well, we probably don't want to bring it to the camp of the dragon army.
You are probably correct as well.
How much are you willing to give for it, Dalamar?
Jet, you're drooling.
No, now you are.
What part of the day is this? Is this like the end of the day here in the evening?
Yeah.
Well,
He says I will 300 steel pieces.
that's fair.
Each. For such a rare artifact.
100 steel pieces each.
600 steel pieces. It's double what you right? He was asking. I mean, we can't bring it with us. Deal? Are you heading directly back, or are you coming with us to this camp?
Oh, I'm going back to the rest of my party.
Good. If you give this, you'd make very certain you don't get captured.
Oh, way back. I'm quite confident I can avoid the dragon army.
Alright, I'll hold you to that confidence.
I'm going to want to know more about that later.
Aye, if you do end up finding a way to use it, I hope you'll use it to the benefit of, well, to the detriment of our common enemy.
Well, I can assure you that is the case. I mean, it was they who took away our homeland. These, I feel like we have established that we have a shared disdain of the foul dragon army.
I think most people of Kryn probably share that. But shall we
Disdain.
find some place that's not currently occupied by corpse to camp out for the night?
So, you guys are taking the 100 steel each
It's a fine deal to me.
Sure.
and giving him the.
We can't take it with us. What are we supposed to do with it?
Nothing right now.
I mean,
It's
we
in
can
your
take
hand. Are you
him
giving
with
it to
us.
him?
I will, begrudgingly, but yes, I will.
And I mean, he, like, when you do, he handles it with care.
I'm like, at the moment, he's got more time to be able to research into it than I do, and I'm like,
Little PC dies. It's fine.
Why don't you, you know what? Why don't you roll insight?
ooh, if you're proficient in this, that's nice. Fuck you, 9.
Alright. Never mind.
You
He's a
deserve,
dragon.
because of that shit, you deserve to be on that sacrificial altar right there. To Tiamat. Fuck you.
Okay. So you guys give him the piece of the orb. He handles it gently. He gives you 100 steel each, and he does not wait. He leaves.
Oh,
Yeah, he gone.
Alright,
okay, bye.
camp for the night, and then we head out, crack it on.
So you guys are getting out of the cave, off of the beach, or what are you doing?
We,
Why did we leave the cave that we know that doesn't
because
flood?
of that,
That was too nice.
Can I do a quick look around for
I'll be
minerals?
around a rotten
The
corpse from
cave,
Underdark.
or just this whole area?
More like loosely around the area as leaving.
Okay.
So not super thorough, but you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I should probably.
What did I have you roll before? Survival or nature?
I believe it was nature.
Yeah, you can either one.
Probably not. 12?
Yeah, you find a couple little, spots in the rocks that you think, they're not, they're minerals that you've heard of, but they're not on the list.
Okay. I was like, huh, oh.
Yeah.
And there's, huh, damn it.
So,
Like,
So, I'm gonna be pouting and scuffling along, but I'll, if I can possibly like look on the ground for like either minerals or plants, whatever that might have been on this list.
is just everybody doing
No,
that?
I'm just asking you if I could.
No.
Otherwise, I'm just
I'm
Pouting.
looking for a nice place to camp, maybe along the path we took
I
down
just
into
thought
this
I could've
place.
used the
That
tech
sounded
box.
like it was a good spot if there's a,
Does this
Where's
dead
that?
thing have fur or teeth or claws or
Yes.
eyeballs?
much.
I mean, it has plenty of
Got
teeth and
ribs.
claws, and
Any fur?
no. It is rotting flesh.
It is an
Do you want
undead
that?
creature.
I mean,
It's got exposed bone. Do you want that?
Is there a little chunk?
Of exposed bone?
You want me to chop off a rib for you?
You need a tooth? I can knock one out.
Maybe
Got a
two.
dentist
God, how
tool
big
right
would
here.
that thing be on?
It's got these, I mean, its eyes are just red.
Okay, maybe not the eyeballs, but maybe a tooth would.
I'll
Would
knock
suffice.
out
You
a
want a
tooth.
tooth or one of the big fangs?
How big is it compared to you?
Yeah, how big is the
The fang is like, it's the size of your whole body.
Okay.
I mean,
One
it's
of the
like you're
smaller teeth,
tiny and
perhaps.
this thing is.
A regular tooth is only like 1.5 feet long.
Okay, I'll take one of those.
Okay.
You could turn into a sizable blade.
I don't
Bone
use
blade.
blades.
Bone spear.
So you guys
Bone
knock
staff.
out a tooth?
Yep.
All right.
If I can like try to.
Yeah, if you
Find
get
it.
it out, if you get it out by the
Hang it
root,
off
just
it.
like
Take
only
a
only
hammer.
about a foot of it shows.
Clunk.
Okay.
And then-
Yeah, try to get it out.
Yeah, you get it out, no problem. I mean, as long as you're, I mean, if you're not in a rush, you can get it out, no problem.
Are we in a
Shadow puppy
rush?
tooth.
Great. Okay.
I was looking for
Do you
minerals, so I
wanna
doubt
do you
it.
wanna take your time, or are you a little don't like being on this undead gooey thing?
I don't
How
wanna-
determined are you?
I don't want to shatter it.
No. I'm just asking how long because I mean to get it out, you know, you may have. I mean, you're little. You may have to like climb around on this dead thing to get it out of there.
Okay, that's fine. Kogan was gonna help me, so
Oh,
I was just
sure.
gonna
What-
take a hammer to a tooth.
20 minutes, half an hour.
Sure. Yes.
Oh, the funness
Yes.
of like we're gonna get this.
Why don't you make a con check?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gross.
It's gross.
It's a big.
This is not like taking a tooth off of a
It is-
dead animal.
It's an undead dead creature.
This is like, yeah,
like
this is gross.
It's solid soup, slowly turning to soup.
Find out how much
Solid
pus is behind that tooth.
Solid snakes, evil cousin.
Sucker's had an infection on his tooth for the longest time.
Oh, it's not a save.
his entire body is an infection.
It's
You
just
say
like
Constitution save.
I did not. I said a con check.
God.
Check.
Not a save.
Okay.
Were you
Says
rolling the
slowly.
bless?
Yes.
I would have worn off and only last for
Yeah.
a minute.
Only last. Okay. Well. No, I wasn't rolling the bless. 9.
9. Yeah. This is gross. So there's definitely a point in this yanking the tooth out where there's like a, and then you have to decide what to do with the bone that has come out.
I mean, is it gonna matter
Like-
where you put it?
Yeah.
D&D is all about tough choices.
Yeah. Just say
Does
in your
it
mouth.
matter?
Yeah. It happens.
Is it gonna be right next
It's
to you, or are you gonna be
an undead
further?
creature,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's
Well, you're still working on
somewhere
the tooth,
that's
so
not
are
me
you
and not the tooth.
up, Chuck?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Ellie yarfs a little bit inside the thing. Getting out of there.
That's right. Showed the stain for your foe.
But you have it. You have a 1.5 foot long
Great.
tooth of.
Shadow
Yeah,
puppy.
yeah. What's this?
Shadow puppy. Shadow
Uh,
puppy. Oh my
it's-
god, that's
It's
great.
called an onkelox.
Oh,
Uncle's tooth.
Uncle Wax.
Got it.
What? I didn't know he was here.
How do you spell that?
Shadow puppy.
ANHKOLOX.
Shadow puppy.
Be a bone puppy.
Onkelox.
Had a little more flesh than bone.
Tooth pop.
It's like a spelling bee.
Its ribs are teeth.
No, that makes sense.
All right. So anything else we're doing today, or we're staying here tonight? You're looking around for minerals, but you're mad, so you don't find anything.
Okay.
Yeah, just setting up camp, not in the cave.
That
Nice
should
Sure.
be my
spot.
rock.
Sure.
Far up on the shore.
Well, help me
or-
find
yeah.
my rock.
We can find a spot. Everything goes by just fine. We get to the next morning.
And we just book it for
Okay.
for the camp.
Yeah, I didn't die.
So somebody
Stop
roll me
her.
a d10.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
I rolled it because I knew the D20 was coming up.
Did you already roll it?
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
He
no,
was
no, wait,
ready.
wait.
As
Did
you
you
were
roll it
asking.
the last time?
No, I rolled it.
He rolled the D10 last.
I rolled the D10 not last time, but the time before that.
I rolled the D10 first.
I mean, are there people that hadn't already rolled?
I think everyone's rolled. Yeah. For that group?
I've rolled the D20. I
Or
haven't
at
rolled
least
the
a
D10.
D10 or a D20.
Did you roll one?
You rolled the
Yeah.
D20.
Did you
when I
roll
rolled the
one?
D10.
Yeah, see?
What the shit?
He rolled a D20 the first time around. Okay.
He said no.
Fine. I take
Evan,
Yeah.
do you want to roll the
D20.
D20?
Ah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you asked, did you roll a 1?
Oh, no. I asked if...
I have rolled a D20.
Oh, okay. Okay.
7. It's 7.
All right. So yeah. So we mosey for a day, and everything goes by just fine. We're not there yet, so we're gonna have to
Sleep
work
another
on it
night.
for another day.
Yep.
Let's see here. You're kind of like studying the map a little bit, and you're thinking that you'll get there tomorrow. If you go at the pace you're going now, you're going to get there midway through the day. So,
Gives us half a day to scout the place out.
Yeah. One of these nights, though, I'm gonna be like, when I see you with that thing, I'm gonna hand you those robes again and say, put them on.
What?
What are robes?
they are
What do you think I am, a fashion model?
way
They're
too
not gonna
big
fit
for
her.
her.
I was gonna come up with a funny thing calling she's a fang mage.
What are you doing with your fang, by the way? It's not a fang.
With a tooth.
It's a tooth. You didn't take a fang.
Tooth
Correct.
mage.
Yeah. What are you doing with your tooth?
Well, then I take back
Like
my
a
joke.
tooth fairy.
Tooth gnome.
They're cousins.
I will
More
have spent
vicious.
some time the first night, like last night, brushing it.
Cleaning it out.
See?
Hairbrush.
Tooth fairy.
Tooth hygiene,
Well, we're by a
everyone, it's
beach,
very
right?
important.
Huh?
We're by a beach, right?
No, we left
Well,
that
we
behind.
were the first night.
There's probably like sand and gravel all
We would have
around.
washed it off
Ooh, make it nice
after
and
getting
shiny.
it out
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
because we
just
were by a beach right then.
sand bath it.
Sure.
But yeah,
Scrape it
then
all off.
like
Rub
brushing
sand.
it.
With what?
What do you mean
Sand.
with what?
Just use
Do
the
you have a
sandy clean.
brush?
Oh no!
Just
A stick and a brush.
cover a cloth in sand and
Stick with some
polish it
leaves.
off. There you go.
Elbow
Let me
grease.
ask you this. What is your goal? You're just trying to make it look nice?
Trying to make sure it doesn't smell anymore.
Oh. Okay. Roll survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she really wants to do this, though.
Probably got magic for that. But she didn't ask. Continue.
What?
No, just continue.
You're doing a great job.
You rolled survival with
I
me?
rolled a 7.
Okay.
Oh
It's
my
still kind of stinky.
Yeah, I'm working
Like it's
on it.
it's a little better than it was, but it's still.
Make sure that you guys have like a little hint of something that makes
Okay.
it smell better.
Very good.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'm just looking
Are
between
you doing
the
that
two of
again
you.
this second night?
Just
You're
waiting
working
for
on
you
it?
to
Looking at
step
you
out.
knowingly.
Okay. Roll again. See how you do.
Old fashioned elbow grease.
Yeah, I'm like, sure.
Worse.
That one.
Whatever you're doing, it's making it smell worse than it did.
Do you mind if I take a look at this by chance? Because it's really starting to.
Just hold it up.
It's really. As I take the rag to start to brush it, and on the other side where she can't see, I snap my finger lightly, just to cast prestidigitation to make it smell better.
Clean it up. A little bit of
And
magic.
cleaner and everything else. Like, oh look, it's working. Damn.
The DM
Little
has
more.
decided that your trick didn't work. It still
Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
It lasted for a swipe and then went back. When we
That's
Sweet.
fine.
I mean, you know that it did work a little bit the first day. This day, it's still.
Just rotting away.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So
Oh,
sleep that night.
question, but okay.
Get up the
I'm
next
not offering
day.
up my.
Get on our
I'm not
way
offering up
again.
my, holy water for it.
Does it look
Don't
like I
think
can
use it.
carve a dagger out of this?
make it into a dart.
Walking and carving.
Do you have an applicable skill to do that?
And tools.
I don't, but I have Mason's tools. And pretty damn good. Acrobatics or athletics.
I think
This sounds
I
like
think you
absolute
know of, I
challenge.
think you have been around people in your life who you believe have the applicable skills to do this, and you know that you're not one of them.
Okay. I'll keep it for them.
All right.
Your stinky bone. Too.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, moving on.
Somebody roll me a D10.
D10. All right. Wait, no, I did that the first time. Anybody else want to roll D10?
Who hasn't rolled the D10 this time?
I have not.
I can do it. I'll roll
Trying
the
to get everyone involved, you know.
I'll roll the D20.
Simone. Simone.
Okay. Then we need somebody to roll the D20.
Sure. 14.
Alright. You know what? Tired of this. Roll a D10.
Somebody else?
Yeah.
1.
Is the loneliest.
Son of a
number.
bitch.
Sorry.
Somebody else roll a D10.
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm letting you
Oh
down.
my god, enough.
10.
Well, did you roll a 10?
Yeah.
I also rolled a 10.
Oh, twinsies.
Alright.
Well,
Alright, we
100,
have 2
but
people that rolled
close
10s. Okay.
Come across the
Double
patrol
10.
party of
Mark
20.
gets to have fun.
I wanted this one to happen, so I'm just
Oh.
kind of forcing it a
You
little bit.
just tell us that it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
could
so much
just
more
say it
fun with
happened.
the
We don't know
dang
what
it.
the rolls mean.
Dang it, somebody else
Play
do
with our
it.
emotions.
10 to 1 means.
Okay, so
I'm here for it. The frustration, the DM. Nice.
That one on D20. Does that mean anything?
so off in the distance.
6
Like-
dragon elves.
No.
Lord Soth himself.
Off in the distance,
You see.
It's a new moon.
Sorry.
you can see again the people with the highest passive perception.
Twinsies.
Off in the
16s,
distance, you catch a
triple
glimpse
I
of
also have 60.
Triple.
this.
I'll chill here with 11.
I mean, it's a thing. It's big, and it looks to you like it is burrowed up out of the ground.
Burrowed up, like it has just burrowed out of the ground,
Like
and we
it
came
popped
across something that
out?
looks like it had.
Like
burrowed
it's
up from
prairie
the ground.
dog in it?
Like, has it emerged in front of us, or is this something we've just
Not
come
in
across?
front. This is like a mile away from you,
Oh.
and you can see it at that distance.
What does it look like?
It's
We're not on
we're
Dwarven
inside.
anymore.
It looks
We
like
control the spice. We control this area. Sorry, what was
well, how about you all? So like somebody, whoever sees it, points at it. You all
I
look.
definitely don't.
What's that?
You all look.
Sagus wings.
Everybody roll nature,
Oh.
and whoever tell me who gets the highest.
23? Because it's a 20.
18.
13.
So,
Look over there.
23 is the highest.
The druid.
yeah.
As
Druid,
it
yeah.
should be.
Gee, that looks like a.
Purple worm.
Oh, fuck. Up.
I'm sorry, what? I just hear your, like, startled reactions, like,
Yes, I just heard him. What?
you two know what this is?
Yeah, it can. Once you hear, you're like, oh, I've heard of this.
I have.
Just smells like wreck.
You've just heard of it.
Oh,
Stories.
But you're
about
pretty
it.
sure that these things can burrow through solid rock.
No place is safe.
All right.
Jezebel's having a freaking
we must
meltdown.
step
going-
like the shifting sands.
Let's see if
Jesus
it, let's see
Christ.
if, let's see if it can see you from this distance.
I'm going back to the beach at this point. Okay.
You said you got a natural 20?
Yep.
Or is
Does
it just
that
like
tell us like
sitting
the
there?
pattern of steppage we have to make through the sand
Wait,
to
is
not?
this
It's
thing
just
just
called run.
sitting there, or is it like actively moving?
No,
around?
it like burrowed out of the ground
Oh,
and
we
it
saw
caught
it.
your
We
attention.
saw it come out.
It caught our attention. Doesn't mean we caught its.
Who's rolling for that?
It's only 1 mile away from us. That's not that far.
Don't know how far.
Okay.
that thing's-
So,
Vision is based on movement.
what is
Hyperventilating.
your plan?
we
Stay
take-
completely still.
So from what I hear, we need to go way around this thing.
You need to be airbound.
Is it in our
We
path?
can't do that. You
Mile
haven't built
away,
up enough
or is it,
levitation
like, off
potions
to
for
the
that.
side?
I don't have levitation
It
potions.
is
Exactly.
Okay. It
So
is in our path.
we take several miles to go around this thing, about half a day's travel to go around it.
Okay.
How many of those goats can you make?
Yeah.
One. The one I'm riding right now.
Alright, you send him off that way, we go that way.
And wish Toads good luck.
I mean, I could. That is an actual thing I could do.
This is kind of a Tremors situation.
Except for you're usually safe on solid rocks, and with tremors,
I mean,
you're
the
not.
goat would be fine. I could bring him back.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that.
It's not a regular goat, but we could send.
He thinks it's the same goat.
Isn't he sweet? Oh, bless your heart.
How far away?
Alright,
Sure. Yes.
How
Yes.
far
Come
away
up, come
can
up
you
with
send
come
the
up with a
goat?
plan.
Like a mile.
If it was the same goat, you'd have named it by now.
I have. It's
Wow.
Sog.
What?
Zog?
I named it Sog.
Sog?
Sog.
I've just been
Spinach.
calling
Soggy
it
bottom
Toads.
boys.
It's kind of a sad.
It's a much more intimidating name than Dwarfish, I assure you.
What's it?
I've just been calling it Toads.
Conquest.
Why didn't you just call it
He's
that?
Toads the
Because
goat.
I'm a dwarf.
It has a dwarven name.
I think in Hindi it means
Bee bottom
spinach.
boy.
Yeah, sure. It's a very intimidating plant.
I mean, a
It's
goat
the hardiest
stuffed
of
with...
leafy greens, right? other than maybe cabbage.
Well, then you
Cabbage is
should have
pretty
just
hard to
named
leafy
it
green.
Popeye.
I honestly have no idea what to do with this
His
except
laugh
for turn
kinda
around
sounds
and go
like
in
a
the
goat.
opposite direction.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I can send my dude off, and he'll just
My
keep
dude?
going. My dude, my
I could cancel
My
Phantom
celestial
Speed,
bra.
but I don't think that's going to attract it.
Your Godspeed.
goat speed to get
Goatspeed. Yeah.
How
War
fast
goat.
can the goat run?
pretty fast. 120 feet when it's dashing per round.
He's gonna jump around a little bit and then run. Make all the attention as he does.
I have to stand up.
I mean, yeah.
Toads can do it. I believe in toads.
Toads.
That's what I've been calling it because I couldn't say the Jezebel couldn't say the name. Like, I don't know,
But
Toad's the
I'm-
goat.
Pretty sure that. Do we have any idea how fast the worm can move?
I don't think we want to find that out.
It might be useful to know if anybody knows off the top.
She got an ad 20. I don't know if that tells us that information.
Maybe we can ask Mark if he would know that. Also, I want something else besides water to drink.
We have these if people want them.
Oh, do you still have the Chips Ahoy package?
No, that's gone.
Alright. Just checking.
I got lots of chips though. We got shoes.
Did I say-
Anybody want these pretzels? Or I got your chips too.
I'm gonna say there should be regular potato chips. I don't know if there's still top potato.
There is still top potato. We got all of these things. And the top potato is in the fridge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bottle. Time out, break time, everyone, snacks.
We will return to your regularly scheduled programming.
What's up?
actually leave.
You just have to move faster than the slowest person in your party. And that is not the slowest person in our party.
Among many other places, a lot of times.
Bed's important too, though. That's where I'm at. I'm like, everything's a little awesome.
Caffeine sounds great, but it's kind of almost like that. I have another bottle of Mark's up here in my bag.
You're sharing with me, right?
Trying to even out my sleeping schedule after last week.
There's top potato in there in the thing
You
too.
know what?
Evan.
This,
If you guys want any sour cream,
this would be the
And
fantastic
chocolate.
situation for Pass Without a Trace. Actually, I don't know how long that lasts. This would have been a fantastic opportunity for Pass Without a Trace.
If they are still watching, or will be watching us later, you know who we're talking about.
Don't think,
Cause invisibility won't help.
I should
Out
really
of
check
game,
to
I
see.
know that.
I should check to see what my other spells are, because I've been using kind of the same spells over and over again. I should really make sure that I don't have something else that helps.
See? Yep, that's a lot of trace that I ain't 100% sure either.
I can protect us from poison.
Yay!
Where's that? Oh, well, it's up here.
I have blue dice. Red, black, blue. I don't think I have green. It's not green, it's red.
you're green.
No, those are green.
Okay, I need, no, I have red dice, okay. So I have red, I have, oh, this is green?
Yep, they're green.
Yeah,
They're very pretty
That's a-
emerald
it's a very deep green too.
with that copper color to them. Oh, it's like a piece of color.
Okay.
That's right.
So are we taking off? We're doing a big ol'
Send it totes. Goat speed.
trying to
I'm missing white. I don't have
stay out of range of it. Is that what our goal is?
How
Well,
fast does it move? Do we know?
do you know? You're the one who actually
yeah.
recognized it.
Do I know? Have I heard tales besides the stone?
That's still one thing.
You don't know
Okay.
how fast it moves, but
The only thing I do know is
you
they don't care about rocks.
You think that it could definitely move as fast as you guys.
I shall take them so I think very hard.
Why are you gonna run?
Family spear just fucking go.
Oh.
Okay.
I can send it a mile out.
Yeah.
Yeah, to it. Hi.
It's fast. My steed is fast, but I could try to give it the runaround. Have my steed try to give it the runaround.
Let's see if
As
it
soon
works.
as
If
we
now we gotta
notice-
run.
As soon as we know a situation, so we have to book it.
Okay, quick.
All right.
Does anyone have
While you
a
guys are
pipe
discussing
bomb?
this, it goes
What?
back out of your sight.
Oh, beans.
Jezebel makes a high-pitched noise as soon as she uses it.
Do we notice what
Disappear.
direction it went?
You're down.
No, just disappears.
Yep.
Well,
If you watch closely, you'll see little tufts of dirt go into the air.
I don't think we get that much info.
How many
You said
phantom?
this was Trevor's
How many
kind of
phantom
thing, so I
seeds?
just kind of like flew with it, okay?
How many phantom seeds do you get?
Well, those are
One.
used things.
Just
No,
one?
you are not, we are not using my,
No, I was
Those
thinking
ones.
summon your steed. I can turn into a horse and hopefully we get the hell out of here.
What about the poor rest of the party?
I can-
Auntie Blanche, don't leave her behind.
I can run.
I'm trying to figure out if I can be like, what's really big and run
10
fast?
feet around
But
if I
are we
did.
gonna sustain that all day? Max?
Will it work? Have polymorph and turn into a dragon eel and just fly away.
Okay, so I don't think we have the ability to get enough mounts unless you use your item to outrun this thing. So, am I able to get a sense of like the geology of the area to know what path might make the least amount of carry the least amount of sound of us moving across it? Like where there's a lot of like loose soil instead of hard rock, something that wouldn't carry sound through it as easily. Am I able to make a check for that? It's alright, you just say no.
I think what I'm trying to decide is if any skill you have is actually applicable to something of that nature.
Nature?
I say nature or survival.
I mean,
would
I
be
would,
two
yeah, I guess I
closest.
would say, you could make a nature check, and I guess your knowledge of, I don't want to give you advantage because I feel like that's.
No, don't. I'm just like
But
my
I do
stone
think-
sense is not going to apply to this.
Yeah, you can make a nature check.
Alright, cool.
How big is the lunch?
Medium.
Okay.
Cool. 9. I can't really pick out any one path among any of the others that would seem like safer, so. I just thought I'd give it a try.
I mean, you're not sure.
No?
Yeah.
Alright, well,
So,
I could have Sold run out ahead.
You're gonna have the goat run out?
Yeah, my steed.
Okay.
And
Run where?
ahead of us.
I mean, you guys are heading roughly southwest.
In which direction was the sighting?
Southwest.
Like on our path.
I'll have Sold maybe zigzag a little more southward to hopefully draw it off that way.
Okay.
and Jezebel's actually going to, why not? Click her heel together and cast Wild Shape to turn into a warhorse. So suddenly there's this big red colored warhorse. And start nudging Blanche like, come on, come on. Time to go. Get Nancy.
Alright, let's head slightly northward. We'll have Soul race out ahead southward.
I can do that. 3
I will
Or sorry.
cast Phantom
So we're
Steed.
staying like a mile back from him, right?
We're kind of going off in two different directions, and he's racing ahead of us because he's just faster
Does one of
than
you
we are.
gain the ability to call that?
Those two horses?
Yeah.
I do, but I haven't used any of them yet.
Alright.
He has not made it known to us that he's willing to use it, so.
Jezebel, can you still understand me? I don't.
I'll take that as a yes.
Might be better to carry maybe Kogan, since
I
he's
can
got the
put
shorter legs.
Kogan onto the Phantom Steed with me.
I'm actually probably quicker than you are.
What?
It's manners.
Yeah, I'm pretty mobile. I don't.
Alright.
If we need
Jezebel's
to
gonna
make
go
a
up
break-
to Ellie though and nudge her with her head. Like, full on.
Let's just get going.
Takes the whole weight of that.
Almost like trying to pick you up.
You wanna jump on?
Wait, what?
Am I
On
gonna
my
be able
Phantom
to
Steed
fit?
with me or no?
Wait, you summoned this Phantom Steeds?
Like, no, I summoned Phantom Steed as the spell.
Wait, do we have enough for everyone then?
I mean, if you have your.
I'm a large creature now. A large beast.
Yeah, I can
Alright.
carry at least two.
Do we have
units
enough
on
to
this.
get everyone up to that 120 foot a second speed?
My thing lasts for an hour, and I can do 10 miles in an hour or 13 miles at a fast pace.
So what happens
In an hour.
after that hour when we're still on our
Then
tail?
the Phantom Horse disappears, and we just go to the ground.
Then we have to fight up where?
That's how fast we can move.
Alright, well, alright, never mind about sending my coat off then. If we're gonna get everyone on Steve, let's do that.
No matter how you look at it, if it decides to come after us, it's gonna go after the loudest noise, and a group is gonna be a lot louder than one single steed off by itself.
Alright, Landry, are you willing to get up on a Steve?
Sure.
Alright,
Awkwardly.
you wanna,
I'll sit in front of
Ellie,
you.
do you wanna join me, or your Blanche, maybe have the elf join me on my?
No, it's
Alright.
fine.
Can we fit two
Heaviest
people
and
on?
lightest, probably.
Guess I'll be the only one on my.
Well, we still have the elf priest, so.
We also have Adra.
Way to turn into a horse.
True, we don't have enough then.
Well, we can have, because how big is your goat? Large?
For us, yeah, it's large.
So you can have 2 people.
Yeah, so, two of us.
Yeah.
Two on her. Your Phantom
then-
Seed is also a large size?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, I guess we're covered. We're just gonna book it.
Book it and hope for the best.
Where?
Horse-like creature.
In the direction you were going?
Maybe more to the, maybe more directly west, how about that?
I was gonna say, it's already retreated in, so
Who knows
we don't know
it
where
is.
it went.
If we don't know where it came from, we don't know
So
where
we
it's
might
going.
just run.
Let's head,
Jacked up on Mountain Dew, let's go!
let's head west, cause then we'll be approaching
'Cause
the
west
camp
is
from the
best.
north, and they won't expect that. So let's just head,
I'm not sure where I expect anything, but alright, let's go.
I'm not expecting any giant.
So, how are we situated?
Kogan and
Me and the
Ellie
priest,
on the goat.
On the goat?
Mm-hmm.
the priestess are on the.
Okay.
Who's on my back?
I think us too.
Adra and
Oh, Adrian Blanche. Okay.
Adria and Blanche. And so, wait, so
She turned into a
you
horse.
have the priestess with
Yep.
you? Okay. All right.
And we're just gonna book it to the west.
Go.
Maybe we go northwest, so that we're,
we don't.
I'm gonna follow you, so go whichever direction you wanna go.
we'll go a
West
little,
should be plenty.
we'll go west. We're not gonna head directly towards it.
We're not gonna head directly towards where we last saw it.
True, we don't know which way
Purple
it went.
worm chasing!
Starting to think of sending the goat off. in a
I'm
different
sorry,
direction.
all I heard was.
Purple worm chasing.
That's your horse form.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
go
really
fight a
care
purple
your
worm, guys.
Alright.
language.
So,
We'll just go full speed, 120 feet a second. Just around.
Damn.
let's,
Just wanna-
I'm
30 feet a
gonna
second.
roll.
Alright.
The G force of like
Let's hope.
And we're,
for us
and
good
and
times.
this is,
V formation.
okay. I have to decide how I wanna go about this. This is kind of interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, all this discussion, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do it? Where should we go?
Took some time.
Took some time. So,
Spent like an hour just debating it.
if we assume that this thing has moved in the time that you guys were discussing, then you guys just take off, right? Ready? All right. So my question is, are we just going, or are we like trying to keep our eyes peeled for any sign of this thing?
I would be for sure making sure that we're.
My eyesight sucks to trying to keep track of things.
I'm just
so-
sweeping the area in front of us, making sure nothing's starting to pop up in front of us.
Okay.
Same.
So you're both sweeping the area in front of you, looking for that. Okay. All right.
I guess I'll keep an eye out on the back. Every once in a while, glance behind, while keeping an eye on them to know which way I'm going.
Okay.
I mean, we got 2 people on each mount, so we can have one person keep an eye ahead, one person keep an eye back up
Miss
each
Elf,
mount.
could you keep looking behind us?
Like we have.
I'm just trying to make
eyes,
sure I
but-
don't break my own leg, so
That's right.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
I'm a little busy
Right,
with
you
my
don't
brain.
have a saddle. You're just like, we're just
It's like it all
sliding
says
around.
slide. It's like I thought this would be easier.
At least mine comes with a bit and bridle.
Who's hanging on to Pokey?
He's in a bag.
Saddlebag now.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't have a saddle.
Well, the backpack just like hangs around her neck or something.
Right.
Actually, I think when you
Who's
count
Pokey?
it, you just
The
murder
cactus.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Did I get that right? That his
Yeah,
name
it
is
almost looks like a
Pokey?
feed bag, but it's just my backpack with
All right.
my cactus in it.
So for those of you that are looking out, I think you need to roll your perception.
I don't know if anybody's paying attention on
Okay.
me because I'm
You
not.
can't.
No, I'm like they're in like
You're in horse mode.
stop sliding. Into
I see nothing.
ultimate overdrive.
Moody 15.
Well, that's cocked.
Cat.
What is the perception?
Yeah.
Do none of us know?
12.
None of us know.
All right. You got a 15.
Da.
Okay.
I don't know if the priestess
Rock
is
my
also
world,
looking
little
or
purple
not,
worm.
so
Quick, hide in that purple
figured I'd
cave.
let you-
They'll never see us there.
Nah, she's fine.
It's like
she's
Alaskan
chill,
This
bro.
joint
storm.
is really damp.
It smells
She's
funny.
a sea elf riding a horse.
She's
A
not.
quasi-real horse.
She's
So
super not
she's
happy.
very focused on staying on this horse.
All right, that works.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the perception of my goat? Not good.
So you guys get like, I don't know, let's call it the first like quarter of a mile into your
Tally ho.
goings on, huh?
Tally ho.
Yeah. And
My horse usually lasts for an hour. We can make it.
Jet thinks that in one of his glances over his shoulder, he sees a little cloud of dust that he doesn't think the horse made, the steed made.
I double my pace as fast as my horse can go.
Oh, you're trying to force your horse to go full speed?
Be real. Would you panic?
Yes, 100% I
You're
would.
dashing the whole way now?
My horse at a fast pace. Plus, it's not actually real.
So you
Oh,
kick the
okay.
sides of your imaginary
Sure.
pony.
So it doesn't actually run on the fatigue.
So you ran out ahead of us, not telling us a thing.
Oh no, I say dust behind us.
You notice within a second of doing that, the priestess is going to fall off.
Shit. Try to grab her, make sure she doesn't fall.
That's assault.
Yeah, roll your athletics.
This is gonna be fun. Go my dice. 11.
You can't keep her from falling off. She's going to fall off.
I'm gonna stop the horse the moment she falls down, so that.
Do I see this happening?
I mean, you probably don't immediately see it happen unless Jet yells out or something.
Yeah, I said fucking plume behind us.
Plume. Everybody's like, what's
Do you,
plume?
are you saying something or are
Yeah,
you,
when I was about to try to pass them, I said
Plume.
there is a dust cloud coming up behind us, and then all of a sudden she fell. I tried to grab her, she fell off. I stopped my horse so I can go back and try to help her up to get her onto the horse.
okay.
All right, well,
Are you guys stopping when they do this?
I am gonna try to turn around and try to grab her off the ground as best I can.
Well, I mean, you're
I don't think I'd
closest
hurt
to
ya.
her.
Yeah. So like I said, I get down, help her back up, and try to help her back onto the horse.
So you guys are stopping, turning around. We're slowing down and stopping long enough to
And
try and help her.
Can I ready an action spell should I see the worm show up?
Oh, sure.
I don't think you should see
I'm gonna ready a command spell should the worm show up. I don't
Okay.
know if that's gonna work.
I
on a
slow
worm.
down, but I don't stop.
Okay. Are you trying to get horse Jezebel to stop?
Do you have a way to make sounds if you come from somewhere else?
I haven't noticed.
Can you make
Okay.
illusory sounds?
There's some kind of weird noise panic. I understand, but it's like, no, it's behind.
Besides, I'm not comfortable riding a horse, let alone a person
I
horse.
suggest you make
Person
a
horse.
distraction
I'm
then.
gonna see. Double
All
check
right.
what I'm thinking.
Anyway, so they ride off away from you.
You want to set this up?
Yeah, she got, you know,
Maybe it's just a sip.
It's just a sip.
she got a little stunned by that, you know, having
Ooh,
that
she get
happen.
banged up, bang bang.
I mean, she's
That would hurt.
she's okay, but she's like,
I tell her I do apologize.
You should do
but
better than
there
that.
was
That
something.
hurts. Mm-hmm. Done it.
so she's kind of like,
Had a good time.
But there was
what,
some.
what are you doing? Like, I can't.
There's a. I tried to tell her, it's like there's a dust cloud that was behind us that was not caused by the horses and the goats. I
And
think
so
the
you
purple-
decided to throw me off the horse?
No, I tried to catch you actually. I do apologize.
A quarrel
Guys,
mid
guys, keep it
horseback.
down.
Well,
Keep it down.
please do not throw me off of the horse again.
I'm trying not to.
We need to go.
Next time I will give you a warning before I speed up.
You
They
get
say
back on the horse?
Oh yeah, 100%. I get
Okay.
back-
Are you back
You
on the
guys
horse
going?
yet?
I am.
As
Well,
soon as they're
after I
back-
get her on, then I will jump onto the horse.
So, I mean, she'll get back on, but she's like a little reluctant, wanting assurances you're not going to startle
I'm
her
going
with
to
that
have
again.
her sit in front of me while I hold on to the reins, so that way at least I can kind of keep her.
How good
there.
are you at riding a horse?
I'm good at riding magic.
So what they
Okay.
call it now? Wah.
All right. So by now, you guys are like 200 feet at least, maybe more, ahead of them.
All right, as soon as they get going, I'm gonna get going too.
Okay.
Figure Auntie not telling me to
Can
stop.
make
I'm like,
donations.
it'll be fine, it'll be fine.
How long does it last?
They said just go
Oh,
this
just
way,
makes it
it'll be
quick.
fine.
4 rounds.
Suddenly.
All right.
We're
So-
gonna be the half of the party that survives.
So you guys get going again, and yeah, you just get a little ways, and you're still doing the same thing, looking ahead of you for the
The
thing.
moment an hour wears out, though, the horse will slowly disappear while we hits back to the
Oh,
ground.
we're not
So-
close to an hour yet.
So that's why I'm just letting you know, it's like once an hour hits, because that's the duration of that speed.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a matter of not that long.
Okay.
So,
Minutes.
yeah. Okay. So, yeah, whoever is looking out can roll their perception again.
Much better. A dirty 20.
9.
9,
21.
21.
You guys are gonna eat it again, aren't you?
No, because if I don't see it, that means I ain't speeding up unless someone yells.
Be bang.
So, yeah, as you're going
Just the
at a
ponies way
pretty
in front.
good rate of speed, maybe like, I don't know, 50 feet, we'll say, in front of you.
Front
You
of us.
see, yeah, in front of, because that's where you're looking. You see what, you see a little bit of a rock. There's like some, I mean, you see rocks all over the place, right? But there's a spot where, there's kind of like a rock that looks like it's almost wedged or balanced a little bit between two other rocks. And it like kind of tips off of its where it was at onto the ground.
I don't see this.
Is that ahead or
this-
behind?
That's ahead of us, but
It's in
behind
your
you
field. I
guys.
mean, it's not in. I mean, you can. You kind of have to navigate around stuff
gonna-
as you're going, so you would have navigated around it anyway. I mean, it's probably just like a rock that's like this big, but it tips
Yeah.
off of where it was.
I'm gonna yell out to you, Jet, jink left, and I'm gonna pull off 45 degrees to the left.
Okay.
I'm going to let her know, or let the priestess know, it's like, be careful, we're about to take a sharp left.
Okay. Okay. So you guys take a sharp left, and
Jezapony is just still going straight ahead.
And after a round, I'm gonna correct our course back towards where
Yeah.
they're up ahead. Just another sharp right to wherever
Okay.
they're going.
okay. So
Turn into a lovely day for a ride.
So you guys, everybody kind of, I assume everybody banks left
Mm-hmm. Well,
and kind of goes in this pathway. Is that what everybody's doing?
Well,
I'm following.
the rear guard is.
I don't know about.
They're
The
still
very
they're still
far
ahead of
ahead.
us.
Oh, sure.
I don't. Was that rock ahead of them or just ahead of us?
Oh, they were past it then. If
Okay.
they were, I mean,
Oh.
if
Yeah,
they
then
never
it's
slowed
just-
down and just kept
it's
going.
Just us in the back then. who
Okay.
are
And
making the
and
move.
I mean, yeah. So they're ahead of you. You see that. You guys.
Just we speed up.
You guys. So who's first and who's second?
I'm probably we're
You-
probably in the back because we waited for you to get going again before we started doing.
Oh, I thought you guys were ahead of me by a little bit. Okay.
So we'll probably be a little bit behind them. We'll be
Okay.
right behind.
So I
them.
guess I'm first, they're second.
All right.
Me and priestess and Kogan and Ellie.
So you guys, as you're passing this space where, this rock fell,
Mm-hmm.
you can feel the ground underneath you.
Rumble.
And you go over it
Yeah.
because it happens too fast for
Yeah.
you to, like, react. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The next group goes over this spot, and you can feel it even before you get to where they felt it. I guess the question is, do you? I mean, because I'm assuming there's like 20 feet between horses, roughly, or 30.
I'd say
Let's
about
call
that.
it 30.
Probably about right.
20 to 30, yeah, that works.
So you can feel it just pretty close to the same time that they can. So you have enough time to decide if you're going to alter your course or stop or keep going.
I'm gonna jink right.
Well, if you jank right, you're going to run, you're probably going to run into the rock
Oh, that's.
formation.
Oh, we've only gone that far. Okay.
Yeah. You're
Right.
just passing it now.
I'll jink left again. I'll yell out juke left. If
Maybe
it's
juke.
juke, jink, whatever.
Sharp left turn.
Bank left.
We're gonna take another sharp
there,
left turn.
checking
Barrel.
Mrs. Jukes.
All right, so you
Juke
take.
left.
So
But
you guys
I
go
know-
over this thing
Yeah.
and hear that right then. So do you try to get the steeds to go to the left as soon as you hear it? Or do you
As soon as I
continue
heard
to
him-
ride past the spot where you feel the...
I was going to try to keep riding straight, but when I heard him say it's like another sharp left, I'm like, okay. So it's like, again, I tell the priest, it's like, be careful, sharp left again.
Okay,
Sharp
so
left
you
again.
take this sharp left turn and you guys do it at the same time?
I'm doing it as soon as I'm yelling it out, so
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
slightly
So
before
you
he's doing it.
take this sharp left, like a 90-degree angle, and it's still tremoring under you. What are you doing?
Priestess, I'm sorry, but we're gonna do a dead stop as I just pull back on the quasi-real horse, just to stop where I'm from moving, and see if it might just keep moving past where I'm at.
Okay, they stop. What do you do?
I'm gonna continue off on mine.
Okay,
Well,
you can
maybe-
still feel it.
Still feel it right under me. All right.
It's not. I mean, for them, it feels. I mean, you don't know this. Like
I was gonna say.
you guys don't know how it feels.
just
For
put
you
together.
guys, it feels like it's right under you. For you guys, you feel like it's under you, but more ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue. Like, if it still feels like it's straight ahead, even though we've turned,
It still feels like it's kind of under you. Yeah.
we'll keep going then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have that command
All right.
ready.
So you stop.
Yep, I'm gonna see if it feels like the vibration goes past.
Okay. So, you stop, you keep going, and right about that time, where that rock was that tipped and fell, this thing just explodes out of the ground. And you see this enormous purple worm-like thing about, I don't know, you see about, the first thing you see is about the first like 15 feet of it come out of the rock. So it's like behind where you were. And what you can see is the ground is like, so if you think of it as behind you and you're kind of turning back and looking at it, you can see the ground from where it exploded out. It's like starting to swell up, coming right at you.
I'm gonna just try to fucking get this thing to go again.
Is there any
Let's go!
Please tell me you're screaming.
Oh, I'm freaking the hell out, but at the same time trying to keep my composure. It's not working either way.
All right, so you're trying to make this thing go fast.
Composures are to keep.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's chasing after them.
Well, it's
Here's-
not so much that it's. You have to imagine like, if this is the thing and it like pokes itself up out of the ground, it's almost like there's more of it, and
yeah.
that's swelling up the ground underneath it.
Yep.
I'm just fucking going, go, my steed.
Almost as if the rest of it was underneath where they are.
Ah.
So you take off hard. You guys are still riding. You probably see this happen.
Yeah, we're gonna like start angling to meet up with you guys.
Okay. All right. Well, it startles the elf again.
But I have her in my arms too, so she's got a little bit of an advantage. To
Unless
stay
she
on the
really
horse.
freaks out too.
She rolled a nat 20 to hang on.
I don't need that to happen again.
So when
Okay.
it bursts on the ground, considering we're like 200 feet away from them,
Easily.
can we hear it?
Yes.
I hoarsely scream, not even joking. I'm like, oh god! Is it why you run?
Well, I mean, I don't know that you can hear it you can kind of hear it, but you can mostly feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just.
Huge shit.
Yeah.
Hear the
Okay, so you take off. She hangs on. Why don't you roll? Why don't you make? I don't know. I will let you do either a dex check or I will let you do an animal. No, I don't want you to do animal handling because you're making it go, and this isn't an animal.
It's not really an animal.
So you can do a dex check.
Dex check.
Yeah, because this is like. This is
may
hard.
I fight for a charisma check?
This is hard because you're trying to keep her on
It's based
there,
off my magic. It's
and you're
charisma.
making this take off suddenly in
Yep.
fear.
Okay, so dex.
I mean, you knew you were gonna do it,
Oh yeah.
but
She's got a good grip.
Hey, is she at least? Fuck you! I saw that, you damn die. You rolled a nat 20 to hit something. Like, no, I'm not 2. So 4. do I fall off horse?
The horse falls off of you.
Same Russian.
Are you sure?
You don't fall off horse. Horse fall off you.
all right.
Lose concentration on the.
Let's see how good her reaction is. Because she really held on.
Yeah, she did. I'm glad for her.
She can't save you.
It's all right.
So you slip off. Like not you don't go crashing off. But this just happened so suddenly
Yeah.
and you like slid up. I mean it like
Apparently
reared
my
up
grip,
a little
my
bit
grip
and like
slightly loosened a little bit. It's like,
and you like slid off the horse and it's not bad enough that you crashed,
yeah.
but you slid off. And I mean if you're paying attention to this, you can see that he slid off the horse before it got going.
You have time to get a bless out while trying to intercept him.
You kept going in the same direction, I
I
thought.
was gonna say.
Well,
Yeah,
I started to
You
angle
guys are
back
pretty much
towards
ahead of me. So,
Oh yeah. Because you guys.
I just.
I don't
Let me
think
see.
you
The
have enough
horse is
time.
probably still. My horse is probably
Because
moving.
this is like.
Well, I mean, how much command of this thing do you have?
I can have another person ride it and still go
How
if I
far
want
out does
to.
it last? Like, is there a distance?
Oh, so what you're saying is that even if you're not on it, you can tell it to go
I could
or
tell
stop
it to.
or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are you telling it to do? This swell is still coming at you, and it's gonna be here like quick. So you have time to do one quick thing. You can either move or you can tell your horse to do something different. If you don't move, it's gonna get to you. This swell.
I'm going to order that horse to keep moving.
Okay.
And I'm going to then grab one
Nope, you're not grabbing anything. You had enough time to either order or move.
Okay.
So
We're going to angle towards him, but I don't think that's going to give us enough time to get to you.
So under your feet, this thing swells up, and now you're starting to see more of this thing crack through the ground, and like the thing's whatever mouth is out of the ground, and it is just
100 feet away.
so big. I mean, this
It blocks all the sun.
makes that thing that you guys just beat, which was already huge.
Yeah.
It makes it look tiny. And it kind of like the front of it kind of like turns, and then it's almost like it's gonna come in the direction of you. So it's now swelled up under your feet. You're about 4 feet higher in the air than you were before.
Okay.
Okay, this is for you. This is happening really quickly. The horse is taken off with the priestess. What are you guys doing?
How far are we away from him at this
Like-
time?
I mean, how fast can your steed move?
120 feet if it's dashing.
Well, that's I'm assuming what you were doing.
Yeah, we were pretty much moving at
Yeah,
full
so
speed.
you are-
It's the
So
ground
yeah,
side rumble.
you're like even with a little bit of an angled reaction, you're still probably like 80 feet away from him.
Like behind him or in
You
front
guys
of him?
you're ahead because they stopped.
Yeah. Well,
Because
Oh,
they
I thought
stopped,
we
you
were
guys
still
zipped.
before.
can we see how far away this bulge is from him? You said it was just coming up this.
Don't talk
Why
about
would
worm
you?
folds that way.
He
All right.
he's
The
like
worm,
from
how
where
far
the
away
worm
does the
came
worm
out of the
sit?
ground. He's probably like 40 feet away from that.
Okay. No, I'm gonna.
I shall cast light on my staff and
I'm-
say, "You shall not
I'm gonna continue
follow,
charging.
you fools."
I'm gonna continue charging towards them, and I'm gonna have my holy symbol at the ready.
So we're turning around.
I'm gonna turn around and try to get him. I'm gonna have my holy symbol ready, and
And I'm gonna get up.
What are you guys doing, by the way? Do you just
we
eat?
hear all the noise, but I mean, outside of like, are you screaming? Or is it just the crashing of rocks and boulders moving?
just
'Cause
The
the
if
priestess screams.
As the horse is still running, and like,
if
like,
you want to
I'm
get off
just ordering
and
that
run
thing
for
to
it,
run.
I have an idea.
Well, first instinct
Run
would be to
for
run
it.
faster unless told otherwise.
Run for it.
So
We're-
to the other steed.
We're so
We're
far.
80 feet away. We can't be
Because-
planning amongst ourselves.
I'm gonna try to pick him up.
Okay, I was
I'm gonna try to slow down the wind.
gonna
I think I'd whinny
just gonna get out rope.
because it's
Oh,
trying
okay.
to say what the
If you
hell
think
is
you can help
that,
get him on board.
but I wouldn't stop.
I was gonna try to lasso him.
All right, this conversation
No.
is way too long.
No, I don't think we have time for that.
I was gonna say.
Okay, well I was just trying to
stop
understand
now,
where
right now,
we
that's
were.
going on.
We're
That I know of.
we're like 80 feet away from him, and we're charging full speed at him right now to try to
Yeah,
pick him up.
But
There's not
we're
enough time
all
to
on
get
the
a
other
lasso
horse.
yet.
You're
Yeah.
on something else.
I'm on the go.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
We're
I
on the
thought
go.
I was with Kogar.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were with.
No, we got.
Okay, I thought you were with
Adara.
Jezebel and me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was,
So
Yeah,
I'm
two
directing
steeds,
Goat
not a
to
concentration
rush at
spell.
him. And
Okay.
the second I get within 60 feet and can see this
Yeah, you
worm,
don't have to
I'm
worry about
gonna
being too far from
channel divinity.
All right, so
Adara? Oh, Adra.
Yeah.
so
Adra, sorry.
for the sake
I
of
blanked out on
what's
that.
happening,
I know I didn't say that right.
you can do essentially a round before this thing, like, it's still moving,
Mhm.
it's still coming through the ground. You're standing directly on top of part of it, presumably, and it's like turning around and coming back toward you. So you have essentially a round to do something.
I'm going to cash in one of my two favors.
What do you mean
One of the
your
horse
two?
friends that I made down in that crypt.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought that's what you. Oh no, Phantom
No,
Seed is a
Phantom
spell.
Seed is a
You
spell.
also have the item.
I also
forgot
Okay,
about
so I told it to you. What does it do?
So, favor of the heroic steeds. I have two charges, so I have like 2 times uses of this for one of each of the things.
Here, I'm
One
gonna-
charge
I'm gonna
summons a
look it
war
up.
horse for 24 hours.
Okay, that's better than me. On 3 hours.
It's better than my Phantom Steed that is currently running with the priestess.
Until mine dies.
So I'm going to summon that below me and just fucking book it. Thank you, my friend. Now let's go.
All right, I gotta read this because I gotta see how this is gonna work.
I'm gonna try to pull up right next to you.
Follow you fools. I didn't have enough time to put on the white cloak and everything. Put the drift
Where,
globe
do you
on
remember
top of
where?
my
Do you
staff.
remember which place it was that you got this?
It was
Oh,
from it was
Cryptid.
the
the
crypts underneath
crypt in
Calaman's,
Teldaheim.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
It was a
Okay.
long time
Because
ago.
it was one
Yeah,
of the
but-
rooms we saw the 2 spectral horses, and you let us do a animal handling check, and I won it, and they became friends with me, and thus I got the 2 stones of the war horses.
How convenient now that you fall behind in this.
I'm like, I will use a free spell. Let's do it. Yay! Oh shit! I fell off. Either I'm going to stand here and die somewhat what I think is heroic death, and it's going to be miserable, or I cash in one of my favorites.
Well, yeah, they can't cash them in when you're dead, so.
Plus, it wouldn't be
really
that.
sad because I was really hoping that I would never have to make those poor things have to work.
Jet, if you did die.
Blanche.
Sorry, James. If Jet did die, then like your phantom steed would disappear. and
No,
the
it won't
pers-
because
it
it's not a
doesn't.
concentration.
Okay.
So
nice.
it'll go for like an hour, and then
Yeah.
it just.
But one that controls it, so I'm just having it run.
So we'd
You'd
be
have to catch
chasing
up
it.
to her.
We'd be chasing it. Is
Yeah.
what this would be.
You wanna
Okay.
get the corpse down.
Okay, so yeah, you summon the thing as an action.
And then, of course, the movement action will just be fucking us booking it.
You're trying to. You're
I
trying
want to see if I can summon it underneath me so that way they'll just pop up and then run. That's what I'm hoping for, if you allow me
Sure.
to. If not,
Sure.
I could roll some, unless you would allow me to be getting onto the horse as a bonus action. Otherwise,
Okay.
or I can hold on to it.
This
as
is a
long-
supernatural gift.
Yes.
Yeah.
I made friends with spectral horses.
Yeah. Yeah, they pop in there, and
Where's my carrot?
you
Don't
just
believe me,
take
I'll give
off.
it
Ghost carriage.
So, but this is
This is
I
a
mean,
very,
this
very
is-
big worm.
this is wild. Okay.
West.
Wild, wild, wild.
Wait, we
west.
were heading west. Shit! Turn east. I think it's better that way.
Too late. That's directly into the
Go
maw of the thing.
east, my son.
We don't want to go east. That's where the worm is.
No.
Immediately east.
It used to be west.
Well, we're
Southwest.
going west. It's right behind us now.
Okay.
You know where Tremors were? They were in Nevada or Arizona, and that's west, and that's bad. Bad. West bad.
This thing is gonna lunge right as you go.
Oh.
Dinner on the move.
Do I?
Fast food.
Are we at all close enough to him?
No, we're still 80 feet out, I think.
Well, he said around.
I mean, is that enough time for me to get within 60 feet of this worm?
Gonna hit me.
Well,
If
I
it
mean,
goes
you
to the
can
horse,
see
the horse
as
is
you're
slightly
kind of turning around and trying to make the move back, you can see Jet like summon this new steed, and this steed that he summons, this is no joke.
No.
Like this thing looks like he already had the spectral horses. This thing looks
Skeletal.
unique. Let's just put it that way. Like this is the this is the type of horse a god might ride.
Oh.
my.
Damn, baby.
It just looks
The
it just
catio
looks
war horses.
magical.
It's one of
And,
those
uh,
weird magical Norse horses that have
So
like
you see
6
this
or 8
happen,
legs.
and you see
Oh,
the
something.
worm is like kind of on its way,
Yeah. Loki's
and it's humongous. I mean, it is
I like this other show.
so. It is crazy how big this thing is. Yeah. I guess you can decide if you want to run straight into the where this worm is going to
Well,
lunge. You can,
I'm
or
gonna
you
pull-
can
I'm
let
gonna try to pull up next to him, and if that gets me close enough to within 60 feet, is the thing.
So you're
So
going to
you're
pull up next to him
charging?
at the same moment that he's going to try to take off.
Well, the intercept
So-
where he's gonna go, but yes.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
you,
try
what
some-
are you
You're like,
doing?
I'm gonna save you, and he's
I'm
like,
gonna
"Ow."
channel divinity and abjure enemy. I'm going to. Can this thing be frightened? Because it's got to make a wisdom saving throw. That'll determine partially what happens here.
Alright.
I
This
mean,
thing does not care what its actual wisdom is, unlike command. It doesn't need to understand things. I just need.
I mean, you can try to frighten it.
And it's not a fiend or undead, I'm assuming.
It's just a worm.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
it's
I don't
not.
know.
Why am I
It
wrong?
doesn't
It's
look
gotta-
like it is.
It's got to make a wisdom saving
Worst
throw.
part, I keep thinking.
If it can be frightened.
What are they gonna do on my
Because I hold my holy symbol aloft and yell with the voice of
Let me
Ryrix
go.
himself for it to.
You could catch
I mean,
it.
does your frightening thing have any limitation?
Yeah, only if they're immune to being frightened. That's its only limitation.
Because I mean, this is an animal.
It doesn't care about intelligence or anything like that.
Yeah, I still gotta fix some of the dimensions a little bit better.
What does it need to get?
It needs to get 14 or higher.
Well, I rolled a 20 on the die.
Alright, so it's
Ooh,
saved.
Nice. I mean, not really,
So that
but
means its speed is now halved for the next minute.
Okay.
That's important.
Yes. So now we book it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's lunging.
Slow mode. No, I'm just kidding.
It's lunging, but slightly slower.
It's an action shot.
It's more like a lurch now than a lunge, but
Okay. So it lunges.
just don't damage it.
Yeah.
We'll get right on that.
Oh my god.
Is it not good?
It all depends on who is lunging at. A horse or me?
You're both.
Both.
You're a team.
We have both of our ACs together?
Yeah. I gave it disadvantage because it's trying very hard and it's making kind of a last ditch effort
It
move
wants fast food.
to do this. Does a 32 hit you?
Me or the horse? Me?
I mean,
last ditch
basically
last
both of
ditch
you.
ever is a reaction. I'm gonna cast shield and be like, yeah, it still hits me.
Don't eat me.
All right.
I don't think
You
Plus is
take-
going to help you here.
22 piercing damage.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
And now comes probably the most important saving throw of your life.
The venom.
Am I close enough for this to help?
You're lucky it
Or
didn't.
is it just me?
Am I-
You're lucky it didn't go
Eat
after
us.
you.
Are we within 10 feet?
Which
It's one of the most.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
god.
can be within
I do
10
remember
feet.
that.
Why would we be within 10 feet?
Because I was trying to get close.
He was trying to be a
I was
hero.
popping this off the second I got in range, and you said it was 40 feet
And
away.
just
So I'd
as
probably
Cody
be
said,
like
"No."
20 feet away from you by the time.
Unless Auntie says
This
stop.
Here's the
No.
Shut
I'm not close enough to help you, I'm afraid.
I was
Okay.
thinking like,
You
oh,
need
that's
to
weird.
make
Ellie
a
isn't
dex
having us turn
save.
around. Oh,
Dex
wow.
save.
And your
Ellie wasn't
DC
even with us.
is real
Really,
high.
really, really, really high.
Why?
Come on, baby, light your
I suppose it
fire.
does make a difference, doesn't it?
I am going to use this inspiration that I've been holding on to since I did the cinematic representation.
Really good time to use it.
Are you gonna be a chew toy?
I am using favors and inspirations today.
May the gods be merciful.
Do you want a different die?
Please be way better than that. It is better than that. But it's only an 18, and I don't think that's high enough.
Well, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt this time. The DC is 19, but it had to lunge to try and get you, and it got abjured, and you're cashing in a favor.
Cash in a favor, cash in
So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time. You don't get swallowed,
That's what I was waiting for. I was
but your horse does.
Oh.
But
if
it's
the
a
horse
ghost
actually
horse.
like knows this is going to happen, the horse actually
It's a
throws.
ghost horse.
It's
How
not
does it
really a
swallow?
ghost
No, it's not a
horse.
ghost horse.
But you just
A god
said it
horse.
was a
That
ghost
was
horse.
from the ghost horses that we met down in the crypt.
It was a god horse.
It's
that
a, it's a
The-
special horse.
It's special horses that some like they
It's
they
not
were
a
actually
ghost.
still real. That's the body that gets summoned.
Does he
from-
like horse meat?
They have 18. I only have.
You're
But-
once again without a mount, and I'm 20 feet away.
Here is what does happen to you.
Probably would take more damage. but
No.
yes. Oh.
No.
Let's
Here we
see.
go.
You
The whole-
just
I didn't notice
barely get off the horse, and it chomps down and it chomps the horse, and you just get off of it, and it gets a tooth into your cloak.
Choice must be made.
What do you want to do?
Is it
What
my-
do you guys
is
want to
it,
do?
Are you
is it
are you
my turn?
Is he snagged on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it like my turn kind of thing?
Can't swallow it if
Well,
he's
that's what
attached to a
it
tooth.
did.
Okay.
So you guys,
So
I don't have you on initiative right now.
I know. I am going to use a bonus action to use my once a day Misty Step from that cloak that is snagged. Whoops! 30 feet closer to Coda and on his
Nice
mouth, like,
cloak.
go, Coda, go!
You can Misty Step, yeah, to us.
Yes,
You're in range.
go!
Does
So
the
you
DM
give
allow
up the
it?
cloak.
Your magic.
Well, the
cloak
does
actually has the
Misty
spell Misty Step on there. So I go with it. So we just
How
go.
the DM
Does
wants
it
to
though?
rule that.
Or does it get stuck and
I
you
will.
cast
I will
it
allow
and
you
you lose it?
to figure out, like,
cloak
to
is the
say
thing
what it
that
does.
has the spell on it, so it would be the thing that would be allowing him to do the spell, and therefore
So
it
he
would be the
stays there,
catalyst.
the cloak goes.
No. It carries the worm with them.
Oh my god.
And now we're 30 feet. Well, we're on you now.
Oh my god.
He's on us with his
What
cloak
happened?
pinned to a giant worm.
This is up to him. What happened?
I'm waiting. Wait. Laura's like looking at us
You
like,
don't just leave behind pieces
worm's-
of clothing that are
The worm's
attached to
got the thing
something else
pinned. It's
when you've got.
take it with him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want to know what happened.
I just take the head, though. The head of the purple worm transports with me. The rest of it's
Wait,
still
no.
back there.
No. If you're
What?
taking it, it's gonna take the whole thing.
No, I take the tooth, actually. Just the tooth. But
That's how
that'd
it
be
works.
hilarious. But no,
Okay.
I'm more worried about
Yeah, I think you Misty Step. I think you get away. I think you get away with your cloak.
with the cloak. Okay. And
Horse is gone.
as my action, I'm casting haste on your goat. Go.
You can just haste me, and
Two.
it'll also
Go.
affect the goat. Go. We're
Your
You
goat
appear
has
right
double
behind us,
speed.
and we're
Go.
Tuh.
And bonus
What are you guys
action
doing?
dash again.
We've just been having a great old ride. I'm a little freaked out in my pony
240
mode
feet.
because there's bad noises, but nobody's
All
telling me
right,
to stop.
quick question.
We are catching up to your horse real
Quick question.
Yes.
Do you need to maintain concentration on your other steed?
Nope, that does not involve concentration. Haste does.
So, have you been commanding the steed?
I was
Oh, God,
just
where'd it
making
go?
sure it
You just
got
told it
away
to
from
go.
here.
It's just running.
It's just going.
Where'd it go?
So pretty much we would have to follow where she went.
Well, it's the closest to
seal.
us,
Where'd
so
it
that's
go?
probably the one we're going to
Well,
be
you
following.
probably told it to go. in
Well,
their
then
direction.
I know,
she,
but
What'd you command it to do last? You
Just
I
go.
told it to run because I didn't want
that's
her
it.
to get
He didn't
in
give
that
a direction.
scenario.
He just said
So
run.
it's just running now, some direction.
Okay.
In the straight direction of which way.
Well, yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten that far away.
Well, we're now rocketing at it
What?
at 240 feet
Okay.
around.
You can catch it. And as
I'm
this is
going to-
happening,
once we get ahead of that horse, I will order the horse to follow us. So
Wait, we have a problem.
Why?
That horse
Does
can't go
that
that
haste
fast.
last for a minute, right?
yes, and then
My spell
then
only
the,
lasts for my channel divinity only lasts for a minute.
Which does
We
what?
get exhausted. We
you will
we have
lose
issues.
your goat will lose a turn when that minute is done.
All right, well,
Right.
let's get
But
going.
it won't be in
But
range of you.
the-
what are
the-
you guys
yeah,
doing?
The worm
We've just been
is
run-
half speed.
You're
Or
just
double
eating out
speed.
there?
So we gotta go.
Make
Just
your
go.
face.
We're just going.
Because I've been waiting for me to
Let's get you
like.
to your phantom steed.
I'm
Let's just
not
go.
gonna stop, and if any of
He's
my
gonna
riders have been
follow
like
us.
hold
He'll
up,
catch up on
they
us.
might. But for the
it's
most
Yeah.
part,
not,
like
I can
Granny
jump
says
over
bad
to that way.
things about
Okay, just go.
no, this is
Okay.
run.
So yeah, this thing, like you kind of see. You're not sure that all of it is out of the ground, and if I don't know, is somebody keeping an eye on it while you're running, or is everybody just YOLOing?
I'm
out
just
of there?
making sure we're catching up to this
I
phantom
had
steed.
the closest thing I wanted with that creature. I'm done with it now. I want out to.
I mean, we should definitely make sure that we're outpacing it still. I mean, it's at half
So is it more
speed,
just mad dash running, or
Yeah,
you
for the-
actually paying
for the
attention
next
to
minute, it's at half speed.
Because I'm not.
Right.
For the next
Just
minute, we're double speed.
running.
Yeah. So
Okay,
we
running.
have.
So
time
if
to
you
open
decide
the
to jump
distance.
onto the phantom steed, we will meet you in the next county over.
Okay, bye.
Shouldn't you be with your phantom steed to command it?
I don't need to be. I'm
How
telling
far
you,
away can you command it
That's
from?
what I was gonna say. How
it does not give me a distance.
Well, okay then.
Can
that's not
the
infinite.
person
Like you can't.
riding it, like,
Ooh, come here, you.
like at least direct it?
Yeah, this is insane.
I love that.
Like, are you the only one that could
Horse,
give it
and then
direction?
the family.
Or-
This way.
100 feet, can travel 10 miles an hour, 13 at a fast pace.
Little vignette of all of us speed off in the distance.
So,
what a sight.
For the duration, you or a creature you choose can ride the steed. So I'm going to guess that the person riding it can actually control it as well. So I'm
Person
guessing-
riding it can control it?
Yep. So pretty much when I said to book it, at that point in time, I also gave control to the elf. Though the elf probably doesn't know it. So
Right.
She's
So
probably
I think the
pretty
only
savvy.
real question here is, in what direction are we running? Because no.
Well,
Made
we were
it.
So
heading.
they are running essentially west.
Well, that's where we were going, sort of. Well, we angled southwest, and then it appeared, and we.
But they just kept going west.
Yeah, we'll try to. We'll just.
We gotta meet
we'll
up
go
with
west.
them
Yeah,
so
we'll
that
head
we can
towards.
get
So
back
they are
on track.
way ahead of you.
you and me can easily catch up to
The
them.
Phantom Steed, though, can't.
Well, we needed to go southwest, right? So
Yeah.
we'll start angling that way
Oh,
eventually.
yeah.
I mean,
Pretty much.
All right. So after
I can yell at
some
the
amount
elf
of
chick to say,
time,
follow.
you guys can get reconvened.
Back on
In
track.
the meantime, you see a huge, enormous creature. It doesn't really look like it all comes up out of the ground, and it kind of like looks like it's going in the direction that you guys are going, and then it burrows back into the ground.
We just keep going. Mad dash.
If your spell lasts, as you were saying,
It lasts as long as
half,
your haste.
and we're doubled.
All right, so
we'll do
so
this.
you guys get reconvened. Then what direction are you going?
Back on tracks to southwest, right?
I mean, do we want to continue on the exact path we were heading when we
You know,
last
if
saw
we
it?
actually take this thing with us and keep kiting it with us to the camp, that'd be hilarious.
that'd be a good distraction for freeing some prisoners.
Let's
We're
just-
getting prisoners eaten. It's fine. We don't. It's
I mean,
never mind. That's just the
technicalities.
DM.
I was really
Yeah,
worried.
yeah.
I was worried
Listen,
about that
end
one too,
result,
Mark. I
0%.
really was.
Let's just head directly
That's
towards the
not
camp.
bad
What
numbers.
could go wrong?
While we're doing this, I'm gonna pop open this
We're
golden
still
stopper
like 2
healing
days.
potion and
Like we're still days travel at the
No.
very, like 2 days travel.
If
from
you
the
would
camp.
not have, if you would not have had this detour occur,
We would have made
you would have made it there midday.
Oh, so
So even with all of this detour happening,
we went.
you're
back.
still gonna make it there in the afternoon, unless you decide to take some further detour.
Boy, oh boy. Well, I guess we just keep going until we see the camp itself. Like, until, we'll just keep heading towards the camp until we see signs of the dragon army. I guess does that sound fair?
How long does it take?
I'm at the mercy of your
For the
mouth.
initial
Go ahead.
chase, I only can keep my form for about 3 hours.
Oh,
Oh,
Did
you
you decide
would
to get
you
off
would
onto the
not be able
Phantom
to.
Steed or
You
not?
would run out of that form. I mean, you don't know the exact location of the camp, but you think you'll run out of that form before you get there.
Okay.
That means the
You
Phantom
have more
Steed
than
is
one
gonna
world
run
trip
out
a day,
before
though, right?
I do.
your form's
So-
done.
But the
Theoretically-
steed will be, that phantom steed will be way gone beforehand.
oh yeah, yours only lasts an hour.
Hour.
Can you how long does it take to recast?
Instantaneous.
How many spell slots you got?
Phantom Steed is a.
So yeah, I'd
Third
recast
level
it again,
spell.
should be able to make it.
I could
Not
cast
many.
it at least 2 more times if I don't care about my 3rd level spells. That's not haste.
Okay.
If we think it's still following us, maybe we should reenact that stage play, Tremors, and head for the edge of a cliff.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of canyons and shit all over the place.
Production was
but
wild on that one.
I
love
never
that
saw
major
that
image,
movie,
by the way.
so I
That was
don't
a
know
great
what they're
major.
doing with
You
the
maybe
cliff.
you want to watch it now.
Did they like wear a tunnel through the cliff and then out to their
When they
death?
fell out, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what else we should do? We should have, when she turns back, we'll have her stay back there, and then of course, once it gets to the point where it's about to get close to the cliff, have her cast Thunder Strike, or whatever it's called, and just
Thunderwave?
Thunder Wave and watch it just blast out of there.
Like a torpedo.
Okay, well,
A
let's
really
just
massive.
Were you watching
go
the,
and
the worm explode?
Keep going where?
We're heading towards the camp.
Heading towards the
Until we see Dragon Army, I say we just keep on heading towards the camp. If you're willing to just burn another little, or a couple.
Using up all my wild shape.
All right. Well,
Go, Jizzy, go.
everybody's doing this. We're heading toward the camp,
Yep, I think so. At least for the next.
and we no
2 hours.
longer have. Oh, I guess we have the Phantom Steed, we have the Wild Shape Steed, and we have the Goat. So we still have enough steeds for everybody to ride.
Can I ask a logistical question?
Okay.
Little rib.
So we've been riding on a couple of steeds and so forth for an hour or two at the minimum. That's like doubling, if not tripling, our movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
So does that help us get there faster, or does that simply
You haven't been
make up for
no
the
you
time?
you haven't been riding that fast for that long.
Okay.
You've been riding that fast for just kind of a matter of minutes, really.
Right.
This you're still I mean, you're not like really that far from where you initially saw the thing. I mean, you spent a lot of time discussing what to do, and the DM chose the direction that the worm chose to go, and it happened to be that it went in the direction where it would intersect you. I basically rolled a d4 to choose north, east, south, or west, and I chose north, which you guys were heading west, so it intersected you.
We just got unlucky.
Yep. So,
Worth it.
I almost got it.
The horse did.
I got bit.
so the only question that I have is, are you pressing your speed, or are you just going at the standard rate of travel? Because if you press your speed for long enough, you're gonna get exhausted, or your steeds are, which is one of the steeds is one of your companions.
I can only do that trick once, so my channel divinity's out. So if it encounters us again, I can't do that again.
I've used up all my wild chips for the day. Feel a rest. So we run into that again. It don't
If we
matter
haven't
for
finished
me.
the first hour yet,
It's gonna be fight
I
on.
still have the Phantom Steed. Who's on the Phantom Steed?
It's just
the
the elf.
priestess.
Just no? I didn't know if you jumped onto it or not.
Could have it. if
Are you jumping off back onto your Phantom Steed?
Oh no, I was staying on this because I was hasting it at that moment. Like, but once it's
Once
Darn.
we're
Well, you guys caught up to each other
Yeah,
and started
we took
talking
a
about
moment
what you
to
were gonna do.
reconvene.
so, I can jump back onto the Phantom Steed.
Yeah,
yes.
let's redistribute weight.
And how long does that last for?
Phantom Steed lasts for an hour.
Oh,
because that's why you were gonna.
So you're gonna
burn
run
up
out
a
of that
couple.
And he can recast it, but he's going to have to burn a 3rd level spell slot each time you do.
I was gonna say, didn't it sound like you were gonna have to cast it 3 times because?
I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to cast it.
Well, to keep up with your wild shape, that's going to be 2 more
3
times. Yeah. Which would be all your 3rd level spell slots.
I can use sorcery points. to
And
cancel.
the 3 hours will get us just shy of
well, you don't know exactly.
roughly. Well, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
By the time my wild
So
shape
I will
enters
worry
all
about
over.
it on an hour by hour basis.
Let's recast it once. Let's get 2 hours ahead of this thing. And
As you said, it all
See
comes
where
in
we
one
are
hour. We've
once
been
you're-
sitting here for longer than a minute.
yeah, let's just go.
So,
Phantom Steed,
yeah,
let's
your
go.
code's fine. It's back to its normal pace.
Never stopped. Can't
Okay.
stop, won't stop.
Yeah,
so
no.
we start matriculating. We're trying to go quickly.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
So pretty much just let me know when the hour
I'm gonna
ends
be
and
tired.
Yeah.
if we're there or not. I will recast
I mean,
it.
I think we can not at a
Well-
quick enough pace that we're
So
running, but
We can
an
only-
hour ends. You've made quite a bit of progress. Spell ends.
I will
Cast it again.
cast it again.
All right. You guys go another hour, and I mean, you cannot see a camp. You just, I mean, based on what you think about the map, you think that there's a fair chance that you're gonna find it within the next hour.
So maybe we stop our mad dash and alter our direction and see if the worm
Is the worm still
keeps on
following
heading
us?
towards the camp.
I mean, nobody has. You want to do perception check?
Sure.
See if you can see anything.
I will this time.
Okay.
I will roll a disadvantage.
Wow.
Wow, disadvantage still was nice. Okay.
Wow.
I rolled a.
What'd you roll?
Perception?
Yep.
That's a nat one.
Can you let
A
me give
nat
him
one.
the
I
number
feel like
and
you
not the
should let
dice
them know it's a critical fail. Like, I think that's pertinent.
If it's a nat one, I mean, I need to know that.
Like, you can't just leave that out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you
Yeah.
asked for a perception check, so I was trying to give you the total number. And that
Yeah.
is 7.
Did anyone else do it? Just you guys? What'd you get?
I rolled a 15 with
Okay.
disadvantage. I disadvantaged myself.
So you guys can't. You guys
Because I'm
don't.
freaked out of worm.
So you guys don't see anything.
Natural 20 plus 4.
What you see is you catch a glimpse, and even with that, at the distance that you have gained now, you think you see some indication that, like, you know, little dust that isn't quite what you've been seeing, but it's pretty far away from you now. Like, it's almost amazing that you could see it at all from that distance.
There she blows.
I mean, you're thinking that it's, you know, at least 3/4 of a mile of distance.
We need to stay mounted. We can't get on foot and try to. It's still behind us. Like, it's.
And then we
don't
can't
know.
stop ever.
Well, until we get to the camp. I think that'll be a damn big distraction for it.
Alright.
Are you planning on taking out this camp tonight as soon as we roll in there?
If the worm's still following us, I don't
A
see what choice we
nighttime-
have.
To sneak into the camp while it's under attack from a large worm, I don't see a better opportunity to free prisoners than that.
We could save prisoners at that time while the people in the
Or
camp
feed
are-
a worm and it's not us.
That's
Well-
what I'm
Jezebel
expecting
didn't
the
say
dragon army.
I
Miss Nay Nay.
actually don't like the idea of taking the worm there, but we can't outrun it forever.
Like, that's literally our best chance to. We are running out of resources to outrun this thing. That camp is the only chance.
I
we
will
have
say
to-
this: the what you see, it is in your mind very reminiscent of what you've seen before, but it isn't direct evidence of this thing. Like, you even with a nat 20, you can't be 100% sure that that is what you're seeing. But you did see something that caused you enough pause
I'm-
to be
I'm
like, well,
concerned.
maybe. Like, it's sort of like you're not willing to risk that it's not.
Sure, yes.
Yeah. So. Okay.
We're still walking towards this camp. Like,
So we're still heading toward the camp.
it's. Do we want to be on horseback as we do it and burn up the last of your third levels, or do we want to continue on foot and hope that we can keep some distance between us?
Am I
Like,
going to be
use that
exhausted
spell
regardless?
And then
So they're
I,
booking
Well, I'm
it
taking
really.
it. I'm
I
taking
train
it
my
that we're
first
not
levels.
like
I know I'm
sprint
first level
dashing.
spells.
You know, I'm taking it like
Well,
This is a
we're.
marathon.
I'm taking it like we're trying to move at a pace that is
S-
not
sustainable.
gonna kill the steed. That's not gonna kill you,
Okay.
but is still fast enough.
Yeah.
Again, it's not. You're not doing your dash. You're not pressing the steed. And if that's what you wanted to be doing this whole time,
Then we should have said so.
then yeah, you should have said that.
Well, do you want to? Because we can't get a third person on the other steeds, can we? There's not enough room for a third person.
I can just run.
Well, then you're gonna be dashing the whole way is the thing.
For the next hour. Has anybody got a spare shield?
Not a spare one.
Surf behind the
Nope.
horse.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like, that's a great idea.
Wow. That'd be a bold move
Oh,
on
Adra
not
has
difficult
one.
terrain.
Adra has a shield.
Mm-hmm.
As a green shield.
I don't think.
As a magic shield.
I was gonna say though, but it's a shield.
But she uses that.
Like some mithril breastplate.
So for me, as the DM, I'm just telling you that this is the last thing we're gonna do, but I don't want us to have a whole week to decide how we're gonna do this. I want us to make the decision how we're gonna finish this journey, and then we'll be done for this session.
Alright, how willing are you to use up your last third level spell slot? Because you still have one more hour being a horse.
Mm-hmm. And I do have one more wild shape.
So, well, that's probably get us in range of the camp.
Mhm.
At that point, we'd probably be on foot because we don't want to be rushing in there on horse.
Oh, we don't.
Well, I mean, once we get in line of sight, we'll probably want to be a little more sneaky about it. We'll probably want to
Sneaky about
stop,
the fact
switch
that-
out to the draconian armor, or to the dragon armor we have.
I shall use my second third level swords, as I replenished it with sorcery points to get another one back. But then I sacrificed all my first level spells to replenish my sorcery points.
All right, well, here we go. We got it. We're on horseback. He used another, so we got another hour of on horseback.
And again, we're not rushing. We're moving with some urgency, but we're not like.
We're not pushing ourselves to exhaustion.
Right. Okay.
So we'll continue on that way until we see any signs of the dragon army.
Yep. Yeah, and that time goes by, and you get to within sight of what this camp is, and we'll talk about that next time.
Woo!
Thanks, everybody,
Woo!
for watching,
Bye.
being a fan.
Have a good night.
Yeah.